Oh, are we live? Are we good?
Yeah, I think we are live now. A few more technical difficulties, but we're getting into the rhythm of things. It's not too bad. Hey, everybody. Welcome back again to another episode of Blerd Alert. So, this is a place where if you know, you know. And if you don't know, keep watching and you'll eventually get it. I'm Scotty Quippin, but my friends call me Quip. And along with me today, all he ever wanted was a Black Grand National.
What? Was that me?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
being
yeah, that's
rational.
right.
Give them
I
what they
mean,
ask for. Brandon Gash, how are you
yeah,
doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine, man. Thank you for that solid intro. Unexpected. Every time that you do my intro, I'm like, what's he got? What's he got up his sleeve? I love that stuff.
And back with us, healthy, right as rain, set to jet. It's Mr. Sebastian Gomez. Glad that you're feeling better and able to hop back on. We are complete again. How are you
Yeah.
doing again, Sebastian?
The tripod is we're good, man. I'm good. Happy to be here. Happy to talk with good friends about fun stuff.
Hell yeah. And Happy New Year to you. We didn't even
Yeah,
get the
Happy New
chance to do
Year.
that live last time.
Likewise, what are we 11 days in already? Crazy.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're 11 days in. Well, this is the first time you got to be back on here, so of course we're going to welcome you back with a happy new year. But what's your tolerance for the happy new year? How long into the new year is it still kosher to say happy new year?
Mhm.
I hadn't thought about that, but I'm trying to go in with positive vibes. So if somebody tells me Happy New Year after 3 months, I'm still gonna smile and nod.
Okay.
I'm not gonna judge it too hard. So I'm just gonna lean into everything this year. I'm just gonna be a yes man. So Happy New Year, sure, yes. Happy New Year. You know.
All right.
Brandon, what about you, buddy? What are you
My
thinking?
limit, you can't wish me Happy New Year's on Valentine's Day. That's just too far into the damn year, man. That's too much. You gotta come on. I say 15 days tops, and then we're already down the racetrack. So
Okay. I think it's fair to get into maybe so you got Chinese New Year in February,
okay,
right? So we
yeah,
can't be so ethnocentric. We
true,
have to
true.
acknowledge that different parts of the world are on different calendars. So
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
I'm somewhere in the middle of you two, but for the most part, in general, usually it's kind of like, hey, if this is the first time I've seen you or interacted with you or whatever, it's kind of a happy new year, right? Just keeping it
Okay,
positive. I'm not gonna poo-poo, Larry David, someone. I think there's actually an episode of Curb where where he talks about it's like
that's probably what's rubbed off on me. That's probably what happened. I got a little Larry David on me.
Your enthusiasm is curbed.
Oh, it's always, always.
Oh, so that's fun. But okay, all right. Well, we said welcome we said welcome back and hello to Brandon and Sebastian. And along with us, just watching along, we got Josh Brown Toys. So hey Josh Brown. Josh says 3 months in, and you already know it's not so happy. So he's only giving folks 1 week. You get 1 week of Happy New Year's, and then Josh is coming for you. And then we also got Video Power Gaming. Welcome,
You're
welcome.
all the time.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we
we
tried.
can jump on into this. So because this is kind of the first full show after the new year, right? Last week we talked a little bit about some of the things that we enjoyed most about 2025. So this week we're going to be talking about some of the things that we look forward to most in 2026.
Mhm.
So that's going to cover, movies, TV shows, video games, and toys. So we each have a top three and then kind of a wild card that we threw out there for the list that we compiled. So are y'all ready to just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Cool, cool. All right. So we'll start off with you, Brandon. What is actually yeah. We'll start off with you, Brandon.
Okay.
What's your toy pick? Like what's your first pick that you're looking forward to most? And well, it doesn't have to be toy. Just give me what your first pick is for
You
2026.
know, that's good. You know what? I want to start it off with something bizarre, and probably that you guys aren't thinking that I would probably pick, which is most anticipated video game, and
Okay.
that for me
Mhm.
is Hellraiser Revival. I'm a big horror buff, horror fan, and when I saw the trailer for that, it gave me the right kind of Clive Barker vibes. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to this. Even if they made a movie of this, or if I don't play the game and I'm just playing the cutscenes off of YouTube, I'm in for it. I like to see what happens.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull that up because I don't know anything about the game. Can you give us a little bit of the premise?
Ooh.
You know what? Even that's a little
Okay.
mysterious to me. I know that if you guys know the Hellraiser like franchise, there's always like the cube, the box, and
Yeah.
somebody's trying to unlock it for either pleasure mixed with pain. It's all nasty. It's like you don't
Yeah,
mess with
dude.
that box. So when they announced this game in just the way that it's unfolding, it's mysterious, it's graphic as all hell. I don't know what this rating is gonna be.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far into
Yeah,
some of the images.
um,
Some of the stuff
well,
is a
it it
little
it
scary,
it
but yeah.
it brings me back to, like, the games where, like, when I was a kid, if it had, like, the parental guide, they didn't want you to play this. This is something
Yeah.
you needed your mom and dad to be with you when you're renting it from, Family Video or whatnot. Is like, "Okay, I'm in for this. I wanna see
Ooh, that's
how
scary.
dark this gets," and it is scary. It is scary. I wanna be scared playing video games
I'm
sometimes.
gonna go ahead and close that.
You might unlock something. You might unlock the Cenobite. He might crawl through the
Yeah.
screen. Okay, yeah. So I'm down for it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And
So
and
that
for me
is.
too, like in the recent years, they released like the RoboCop video game,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
was pleasantly surprised by how much of a movie cinematic experience that was. And I love RoboCop, as you guys see right over here.
Yep.
Absolutely. I was going to comment on the
That
poster.
was
Very
like
nice.
my first movie, and anything that really like tickles my nostalgic funny bone, I'm down for. Video game, I mean TV series or a movie, and this tickles my bone, man. That's
Okay.
pause.
Dude,
That's now.
what's your favorite scene from RoboCop? I guess it doesn't matter whether it's RoboCop 1, 2, or 3.
Favorite scene from RoboCop for me
'Cause I
personally.
know I have one.
I got one, but I got. See, here's the thing. I love the movie, like the whole movie
Mhm.
as a whole.
Yeah.
But there's something about when they're talking about his prosthetic arm and like showing like, hey, we got the new titanium arm. It's doing all this, and that's a real robotic
Mhm.
arm, right?
Oh,
And they're
wow. I
like,
didn't
yeah,
know that.
give it
Okay.
give it like a real handshake, and it's like squeezing the shit out of that dude's hand. And there's something so real about that moment in the movie, besides like the explosions of people's heads and
Right.
quips going off and stuff like that. Something so real about somebody had to build this robotic hand to shake this other man's hand, and for it to look like it's really like breaking his hand. I was like,
Mhm.
I'm in this world. Like this is so real. How do you make shit like that? So that's kind of my favorite scene.
Okay.
Who
Cool.
was it?
Sebastian, what's your
Who
favorite
was it
scene
that
from?
worked on mine? Yeah, it's just a core memory, dude. I don't remember if it's 1 or 2, but it's when the low life had the woman by the neck.
Mm,
So she was facing RoboCop, and RoboCop uses like his vision, to like assert the situation,
Hmm.
and he realizes that the dude is slower than she is, and he shoots her
right through
and
the
gets
dirt.
him right. Yeah, that I was just like, oh my god, dude, it was amazing
It's
because
crazy.
it was 50-50, like calculated and no real, so it was just like the best of both worlds.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember
Mind you,
that all
they
the
made a
time.
cartoon series of that movie, by the way, in
They
the
did.
80s.
Did they?
And
Oh
action
yeah,
figures, of course.
yeah, and action figures. Yeah, they made it a Saturday morning cartoon for RoboCop, which is wild.
We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about that at some point.
Yeah.
We will, absolutely. We get like just rated R movies from the
Mhm.
80s, 90s that ended up making it into children's cartoons.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't know that I have a favorite scene. Like the scene that stands out most to me from RoboCop is where one of the primary villains in RoboCop 1 like gets mutated and kind of like stumbles out in front of the van,
Mm,
of course, and then they just kind of like mows him down. That sticks with me because something you
yeah.
see
Yep.
you see that as a child. Yeah, it's gonna stand out. It's gonna be a little alarming, but
Crazy.
now watching it as an adult, it's one of those things of, why was I so afraid of this? This is almost kind of like hokey, right?
He
So
exploded like a water balloon too, just filled with garbage.
yeah,
It was so
yeah,
gross.
pretty wild. I just remember seeing that, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, probably a little younger than I should have. Is
Mhm.
same story to you, Brandon. I know we're all about the same age, so
Yep.
yeah, but still all in good fun. Okay,
Good
so
times.
great kickoff as far as picking Hellraiser, which really I I know nothing about the franchise because again, I'm a wimp, I'm a wuss. We talked about this a little bit with the Welcome to Dairy, where it was like, yeah, a little intense for me, but I am gonna give it another shot.
Yeah,
Wifey's excited about watching it because one of her favorite Stephen King characters is involved, Halloran,
yeah.
as you mentioned. So great recommendation. Wifey's excited again to give it another go. So
And
we're
and I
gonna.
gotta say thank you for your recommendation last time. We have binged through the first season of Severance and that little nail
Mm.
biter like finale. We are already coasting on episode 1 of season 2. So thank you for the suggestion. That was really good.
Awesome, awesome. It's what we're here
Dude, and
for,
you didn't have to wait 3 years. You did.
Oh man. You did
man.
you were like live watching that?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
fell in love with that show as soon as it came out, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
didn't
good.
you actually visit a couple of the locations and do shots, Sebastian? Is
I
that
visited I
okay?
visited I guess the main building.
Hmm.
It's in New Jersey. Um it was like 45 minutes from where I was staying, and it's actually open. It's kind of like shopping kind of office building. And funny enough, when I visited it, um I have a pretty small camera, so I was just taking pictures all over the place. Nobody really cared, but there was a huge thing in the middle covered, and it had the green carpet from the show.
Mm.
So I was just like, there's got to be something going on there. And there was a security guard. So eventually he spotted me taking pictures. So I was just like, okay, whatever. And I left. But the next day, they did a full on press event where they brought the whole cast, the writer, and everything. So I was pissed off that I missed it. But at the
Damn.
same time, that was the day that I went to see the play that Sadie Sink was in.
Mm.
So like I couldn't have done both, but it was really cool being in that building. Is the closest I get to, I guess, being uh part of the Severance thing. And then weekend randomly, a prop artist from the show started following me on my photography account on
Oh
Instagram.
wow.
Oh,
So
nice.
I got to chat just because of I posted New York pictures, I guess. I did ask him, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Love the show. Why are you following me exactly? He's like, oh, I just like to. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
dude, that
cool.
show is
Um,
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, and so you do have a separate profile. I know at Sebastian Gomez Toys is where you do a lot of your toy sculpts. If you jump into the private chat, I can always add your photography profile too for anybody
Yeah,
that's
I think
right now.
I have that one private pictures of the kiddos and stuff. But
Okay.
you could
Okay.
always request it, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, dokie. All right. Well, Sebastian, we can move on to your pick. Where do you want to go? What's the first thing that you're looking forward to in 2026?
I'm gonna keep it video gamey,
Okay.
just like
nice.
Brandon. So huge backlog of on my Steam account that I've never played, and I probably will never play because I don't really have much time. But I am looking forward to this fighting game that's coming out. It's called
Mhm.
Marvel. How would you say that, dude? Tokon?
I think it's Tokon. I don't, but I could also be
Tokon
butchering the
Fighting
pronunciation as well.
Souls is from the
Yeah.
developers um that brought the Dragon Ball Z game that looks just like the TV show.
Sick.
Yeah.
And they pretty sure they were given like free reign to kind of redesign the characters. And I feel like it's a great kind of merger between the Western and overseas kind of aesthetic.
Hmm.
So as soon as I saw this trailer, I was just like, yes. And basically, I guess it's the closest thing to Marvel that we're getting like in an updated version. And apparently, it's gonna have a lot of characters. So I
Those are
love
bad.
Marvel Rivals for what is not quite my jam. This side-scrolling kind of fighting game is more my speed.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. I know Marvel Rivals, the whole kind of like Fortnite vibe game. Sometimes it's a little too frenetic. Like I get like sensory overload with all the things that are going on. So that's not really my speed. But I'm with you, Sebastian. I agree. Kind of just the side scrolling. Is it like 3v3? Because I know
I
that's
think
where.
I think it can get pretty big, yeah.
Okay. But
Which I
kind of just
like because
the
I'm kind
fighting
of a button
game.
smasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss those days, dude.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about this particular game as well. I do dig some of the designs. I didn't even realize that was Star Lord in the background. Hold on, can I expand it? There we go.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I didn't realize this was. I can't really zoom in. It's not liking that at all. Okay.
Enhance.
Yeah,
In
enhance. Nope, not
Well,
letting me zoom in. But yeah, I like the Doom design. And I like the cap design. I know a couple people felt some type of way about it. Nope, not taking your survey, PlayStation. um, but yeah, like I like some of the newer character designs. It's just fun, and then even some of the differences. Like, yeah, that Star Lord was. I didn't realize that was Star Lord to begin with, but I mean, of course, you see the mask now. It's like, okay, yeah, no, that clearly is Star Lord. And then I like this design for Storm as
same.
well. And then even Iron Man, I think more. No, I think there was a little more consternation about Iron Man's design than Cap's design, just because he feels almost like a Guyver,
And a
like it's
little
inspired,
Gundam.
like some of that. But I think it looks really
Gundam,
cool. I,
yeah.
I like the aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
got a
and they're
bit of
skin
a
the
Gundam.
hell out of this game, right? I mean, they're gonna make
Yeah,
skins all
exactly.
over the
Yeah.
place. So
Yeah.
Accomplish everything. Join in the chat. Hey, brother.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he's saying too. He's agreeing with you, Sebastian. This one's looking dope. So it does look like another
Brandon, you
really
were
good
gonna
game.
say something before I
No,
cut
I'm
you off?
saying it has a little bit of a Gundam brow
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
above Iron Man's like his brow. But yeah, I'd still dig it. And like you guys said, with Storm, I think that's a standout for me because man, I would play Storm on Marvel vs. Capcom. She would whoop ass, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she had all the craziest moves to like just shit rock people. So I love Storm. Always gonna love Storm. If they have Blade in this game, you
Mhm.
know,
Ooh.
that'd be dope
Yeah.
too. You guys better give me some Blade. But I
Well, and
love
this
Ghost
is the
Rider's
kind of
design as well.
yeah, you can come in, play this game for half an hour and move on, right? And that's what I
Exactly.
like about it. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you just like
quick
play a
drops.
couple of games, that's what I do with Street Fighter 6 is I'll play an arcade, which is like 6 matches,
Hmm.
and then you also get to fight the truck, the semi truck. You get to and then I'm done, and then I'm like, cool, I'm satisfied. I can move
Yeah.
on with my life now. And this is that kind of thing for me.
Yeah.
What's your
Absolutely.
over under on them actually having figures of all these characters?
I mean, it is. I would love that actually.
Hmm.
Who do you think? Do you think like Blokey could do it? Maybe or
Mm,
SH?
SH. I'd
SH definitely.
probably think so.
Do you think that has something to do with Hasbro and SH both going with a Gamerverse tag for their obviously Marvel vs. Capcom characters? I mean, Hasbro has already gone into the Nick Fury video
Mm.
game to have that 2-pack. Sorry, Nick Fury, the Punisher video game with Nick Fury and Punisher, that 2-pack. So they've clearly already gone on to other games. As SHF, I don't think they've done anything with any other game just yet, or the likeness of a Marvel character from another game. But
I don't think so. Not from another
No.
game, but they're rocking that Capcom style, which I
mm,
really do like over the Marvel figures. So if they had this in their back pocket, I'd probably buy the figures, man. I
yeah,
probably
Yeah,
would.
and I know, which I don't collect McFarlane rival stuff, which is cool, but they're not figures. They're like little statues,
Statuettes.
but they
Yeah.
look really good though.
yeah,
Maybe we'll get
I
those
have
down the
been.
road. Who
Go ahead.
knows? Like articulated figures from McFarlane of the rivals. But who knows what his
I
license
don't
is.
know. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like he's definitely ramping up because I've seen some more stuff from Marvel statues. Not necessarily the rival stuff, but just like a Gambit and and of course along with the rival stuff, other X-Men things where he really is going more and more into the Marvel area. I wonder if he's kind of like transitioning, of course, as the DC stuff is sunsetting, kind of stepping it up in the Marvel realm. And I wonder how far he really can go with that.
I don't know. I'm curious. I want to
I will
see
be
him
sad though
actually.
if the first. Go
What's
ahead.
that, Sebastian? No, no, go ahead.
No, I'd just be sad if the first people that make these is McFarlane.
Yeah, you know, hate to hate, but damn.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, okay. All right. Cool. My pick will stay in the realm of video games. Then for this year, so the game has been out on Steam, but it hasn't come out just yet for different platformers. At least I thought it came out on Steam. But looking at the website now, let me see. All right, stop sharing that screen. So my first pick for what I'm excited about kind of goes with these little dudes back here. It's the game Toxic Crusaders, just the beat 'em up.
Cool.
I'm a big fan of the retro beat 'em ups. I loved Shredder's Revenge. Even before that, Street Fighter, or not Street Fighter, but Streets of Rage 4, when that
Yeah.
dropped. Huge beat 'em up fan. They did a Double Dragon release just recently. Power Rangers just got a new beat 'em up as well, and so I think it's been around. It's at least being teased or been teased for quite some time. And hey, Derek Hoover has just joined us. But yeah, I'm really excited to see more from the Toxic Crusaders video game. It's just, let me see who's coming out. I'll pull up the website now. Share
I could have
screen.
sworn I've seen that trailer like a long time ago.
It's been more than a few years. I want
Yeah.
to say it's the trailer might even go back to 2023 if I remember correctly, but could be 2024.
You know what? Yes, because I remember me and Johnny, we were developing the Toxic Crusader Ultimates
For Super
line
7.
at Super
Yeah.
7, and we're like, oh, this would be so badass to play next to our figures and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, like look at the aesthetic. This is what really inspires us, you know? It's like these retro styled games that feel like your childhood come to life and you're button mashing like you are, man. Come on. I can't believe it.
Ooh,
Yep.
I started it. I don't want to go too much.
Oh, don't go too far.
Dude, you can just scroll. Can you just like
Yeah. I'll pause it and just kind of do so it's coming out from Retroware. Let's see if we can get some good stills.
Oh yeah, you got
I
Junkyard.
mean, look at that, dude. Let me see
Yeah.
if
Come on.
I make it a little bigger. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you got Yvonne, which
Mhm.
that's another kind of thing, I guess, honorable mention. Trick or Treat Studios is supposed to be coming out with a Yvonne action figure. They teased it heavily. I know Mayor Grody is just starting to hit the streets. A couple people are getting those in hand, but I'm really excited. You got to get Toxie's girlfriend. So
Gotta.
yeah, like just these designs, cool. Like they're very retro, but I don't know. I love these sprites. So let me see. All right, you got your Radiation Rangers,
Rangers,
couple of special
man,
attacks.
gotta have 'em.
Definitely major Shredder's Revenge feel.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, but I'm
So,
excited to play this. Oh, look, you're you're in the gym. You got Toxie's mom. That's another figure that we still need that wasn't released in the Playmates line. But this game looks fun. I
Mhm.
feel like it's been available somewhere digitally. I know the website actually says that it. I don't know if it has been released on stream or not. But yeah, I know
It
this.
says it's moved to early 2026 on the title up there.
Yeah, it's promising that it'll be out 2026. So this is a thing that I'm really looking forward to that I've been waiting a while, as Brandon said. I
Mhm.
mean, they were showing this when Super 7 was doing the Ultimates, which was another thing I
Yeah.
was super excited about at the time, because especially with Ninja Turtles getting all the love, right?
Yes.
This being kind of a tangential, not really a spinoff because there was never a crossover, but most people who know Toxic Crusaders always kind of feel like, yeah, they go hand in hand with Ninja Turtles, and they were playing on
They
kind of the
do.
mutant
Especially those
feel.
old figures. Like I don't know if you had the old ones, like from Playmates. Like you could put those same characters with your TMNT, and they feel like they're in the same universe. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, right
It's
here,
like,
right here. Hold on.
oh yeah, yeah. Let's get a single. Can I see a close up of the mint in cubed?
Mint in
So clean.
plastic case, yeah.
So good.
Unpunched, yes. This was my collecting resolution last year.
Oh,
Was, you know what? I'm gonna collect all the mint on card Toxic
love it.
Crusaders. I'm just big into it, love them, and so yeah. So let me make
Yeah,
this.
we had hopes of like going further down the line
Hmm.
with Toxie, especially at Super 7, because it was like, man, these feel like a hit. These feel retro,
Yeah.
but gonna get there. I called dibs on Kill 'Em Off a long time ago. I was like, man, give me that character. I want to sculpt him. But no.
I mean,
I
I was
have
super excited for it, especially since Super 7 at the time, like y'all were really kind of sticking to the that cartoon aesthetic as well.
Mm,
Even though they had released it, there are a couple of different Toxies out there that were more reminiscent of the toy. But when that whole wave released of the Radiation Ranger, Toxie, and Junkyard, that got
mhm.
me really excited. And I know even in Toy Collector, they kind of teased, "Hey, this other Hidden Figures coming, and we're doing this." And then it just kind of unfortunately didn't take off like I had hoped it would, which is part of why I said, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to collect the vintage Toxic
Yeah.
Crusaders. So
At least those come with slime. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, and the little
well,
something fun
secret
about
glow in
that.
the
I
dark
have
accessory.
I have the from Super 7. I think it was the latest one that came out on the card back, and
Yeah, that one.
that has slime. I think it's glow in the dark slime.
Yeah, I
That's
believe that
cool.
one, and I think it's still rocking my cartoon accurate head sculpts on them. It's still using the same body that was there before, but
Right.
I think it has like yeah, the newer heads that I sculpted. But those are fun, man. The packaging on the card with slime, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah,
Nope.
absolutely. I really like those. I like that certain figures, like I love that Super 7 was going more to the carded bubble look. Like I
Yeah.
love that look for the Thundercats Deluxe that they're doing. Really
Mhm.
cool. Like that's definitely just evokes the vibes of the LJN releases. And then what else? What else? Oh, I know recently we had talked about Jada is making figures for the upcoming movie The Goat,
The goat.
where yeah, I'm excited to
Mm.
see that. Caleb McLaughlin's involved.
He posted a picture today holding the figures.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
really?
saw that.
Yeah.
And I know Steph Curry. I don't know if it's loosely based. I know Steph Curry is involved in the development of the story as well.
He's a yeah, he's a producer, whatever that means.
Okay,
I don't
okay. So I don't know if it's like based on his experiences coming up, or I'm sure he lends his personal experiences to the story of somebody ascending to professional level basketball. That kind of
Mm,
makes sense. So it's cool. I'm excited to see that, excited to see where it's going. But the conversation that we were having about those toys being on bubble, I'm excited to see more of that as well.
and
Okay.
what a gift for Jada Toys too. It seems like
yeah.
that was a little like at least surprising for me because it's like a major motion picture release with the figures. And usually I'm thinking for them, it's like stuff that we already know, established IP. And this seems like, oh, okay, they're trying something new. Hopefully the figures sell. And I want to pick them up, just see how the
Yeah.
articulation feels and how the sculpts are on those characters.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've all got our first picks. We all talked video games. Brandon, where do you want to go now? What do you want to talk about?
Oh man,
Toys, movies, TV, in 2026. What are you looking
toys,
forward to?
toys is a calling me, but you know what? I think I'll put that in the back pocket. I want to talk movies. I
Okay.
think my highly anticipated. Oh man, it was hard because there's a lot of stuff coming out, you know, that I'm excited for. That's not like top high profile. Even that Street Fighters movie,
Hmm.
I'm interested. I just want to see how goofy is this damn movie. You know what I mean? But top top on my list is
Hmm.
Doomsday. Doomsday. I want to see if Marvel can bring Marvel back to my heart again, some
Hmm.
way, somehow, with good storytelling and surprises. I've been hearing a lot of leaks onto how this story is unfolding, and I'm at least intrigued. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained. What was his quote? Damn, what was it? You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. So
Fair
I do
enough.
want to see I wanna see what happens. I mean, they've been releasing all these leaked trailers, all of them, like, up to a point until they released it on YouTube. We all were like, "Oh, that's AI. That's AI. What are they doing?"
Yeah, yeah.
But this last one with the X-Men and an actual, like, Jim Lee accurate Cyclops, in a movie, I'm like, ah, you bastards.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
there. All right.
Yeah,
Damn.
we need Cyclops to get some respect, right? I mean, Superman Returns is really to blame, I feel,
I feel.
for Cyclops in the Fox franchise going out the way that he did, because
Hmm.
James Marsden was kind of double booked, so he did that real quick and then just poof disappeared at the beginning of X3. But to have him back and then in the blue and yellow suit,
Yep.
X97 did a great job putting some respect on my boy Sykes' name
Yeah.
as the strategic leader of the X-Men. As it is, it's not just Wolverine and friends. Like so many different iterations have been, honestly, since after the old animated series, it feels like they really started pushing. I mean, literally with Wolverine and the X-Men, putting Wolverine out front versus having Scott be the leader. There's a reason why Gene was torn even between Scott and Wolverine. He wasn't just a wuss. And there's
Mhm.
also a reason why Wolverine still respected Scott, even though he's messing with his lady. Respected Scott enough to follow orders as part of the X-Men. But still, Wolverine was the Raphael of the team. So fair enough. Going
Yeah, you
rogue.
know what? I'll say this. Even in the original animated '90s series, I never felt like Wolverine was Mr. Steal Your Girl until
Mhm.
the movies came out with
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman. Then it's like, oh, yeah, 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 he'll steal your girl, bro. Don't
yeah,
leave me alone in the room. Like I could see that, but in the animated series, no, you did have that balance. It was a soap opera. It was like, will they, won't they? But they won't. Sykes got his girl, man. He's got Jean on
yeah,
lock. It ain't gonna
yeah.
happen for you. Sorry, Wolvie.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is just a concept poster from people who have been confirmed or characters that have been confirmed to be in Doomsday.
Mhm.
This isn't actually like the poster. So this is from Reddit, but some cool stuff. What I'm excited to see most about Doomsday is, we get the return of Namor.
Yeah, dude.
You got M'Baku there. I'm curious to see. Of course, you have, the Shuri Black Panther, but I'm wondering if Shuri was kind of a bridge on the way to the new T'Chaka, right? That they kind of, spoiler alert,
Spoiler.
very end
Yeah.
of Black Panther 2 or Wakanda Forever, they did reveal that T'Challa had a son. And what's his name actually? Was T'Challa? Was it
It
T'Challa
was
again?
T'Challa. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
To just
all right.
like keep going with that legacy. But another spoiler alert in case people didn't see it,
Mhm,
there were like leaked concept art images like way before the trailers came out, way before
mhm.
a lot of the stuff, and they showed like an older T'Challa, like character, like
Okay,
unmasked
okay.
Black Panther with like the collar up and like cape, and I was like, damn, that's solid. Like I can't if this is part of the movie, and very well could be. Who knows?
Mhm.
I'm excited. I just want to be excited again for Marvel, man.
Yeah, and I know we
Yeah.
mentioned him earlier from Goat. Some people have been sharing some clips online. Or, well, Caleb McLaughlin has been sharing some clips of him doing more parkour, some
Hmm.
aerobatics. And so some people are saying, hey, is he going to be Miles Morales? But
I
others
can
are saying
see it,
he also could just as easily be the grown up T'Challa in the
right?
next Black Panther, as far as either way, fans want to see Caleb on the big screen in live action doing something. That would be
Let's
cool.
see.
Yeah.
Apparently, I read somewhere that Miles Morales is untouchable until they finish the three movies, the three animated movies. So
Oh,
we'll see.
bummer.
Well, yeah, we only have. Well, I guess we have still what 2 years, year and a half.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm kind of open to get diluted before they finish the three movies. Because we don't know how they're gonna do. We don't know if they're gonna do well or whatever. But I mean, all of us love Stranger Things, but for me, just being a crazy fan, it would be crazy to have Caleb be Miles and then have Sadie be something with whatever. That would be insane. But
That's true because she's confirmed as being Summer's daughter. I forget Scott and Jean's
I don't know
daughter.
if she's confirmed out of
Okay.
her mouth, so she
Okay.
can talk about being in the movie, I guess, but she
Mhm.
still officially can't say who she is. But we'll see. Looking at that poster, I was thinking that maybe we should do a fan casting like the next X-Men. I feel like that would be kind of fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I think Miles Morales needs to be played by somebody who's Afro Latino
Yeah.
more.
That's
Gives me
fair.
more Afro
Mhm.
Latino vibes.
Mhm.
Since I mean it's New York, his
Yeah.
mom's Puerto Rican, dad's black. We need
Mhm.
that mix, and I think you
So
need
who
to
would
give
you
that
do?
vibe.
You know anybody that could, off the top of your head? Because I
Not
don't.
off the top of my head.
I
I'd
know
have
someone
to
off the
like
top of my head. I'm actually pulling it up
let's
right now.
okay, let's see.
Um,
Yeah. I want to see.
I am going to say Miles
Or maybe I
Brown
need to
for
think.
Blackish. Which
Okay,
hold on.
Let me
that
Let
was
me
see.
a good
see.
pick. Let's see.
Bring it up.
So yeah, I'm trying to bring up the images. Oop, I lost. Where are you? I got so many different tabs open.
But
Oh, okay.
I
Close
need
that. Close
Miles
that. There we
Miles
go.
talking
Okay.
about his
All right.
abuelita.
Yeah.
I need Miles
Oh yeah.
talking like,
Oh
about
yeah.
Yeah.
his tias, tios, all this stuff. Like I need some of
Screen.
that
There we
juice
go.
in the character.
Actually, window, entire
Well,
screen.
in the
Tab.
second
Here we go. All right.
movie, when the mom says Vin, that was brought in by the actress because
Hmm.
she's Hispanic, and her
Mhm.
mom used to say that to her, and they brought that up. Oh, okay, I can see that.
You know, I can see some
Yeah,
of that. I
and
can see
he's
some.
Afro Latino, and his name is literally
Okay.
Miles. I mean, it's Miles
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
I don't know if
Oh,
there's a better fit specifically for if you're,
okay.
yeah. I think you'd
You
be a
know
great
what?
fit for Miles
Oh,
Morales.
that's a good pick. That's actually a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like to what you were saying, Sebastian, like that flavor.
Mhm.
Wait, hold
How
on,
about
Josh
Scarlet?
Brolin.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
She'll she'll end up suing them again.
Yeah,
Oh, she could do it. Ah, that's a good
and get
one.
away with it. But
I
yeah, I
can
need
keep
some
getting
of
away
that.
with this.
I need some of the Latino vibes in there. You know, sprinkle. Those movies make me cry, man. Those animated Into the Spider Verse movies hit me in a way that most
Dude,
animation doesn't hit me because of the family
my
connection, the mom, everything, man. It
Yeah,
kills me.
yeah. It's
and
great.
my kid's name is Miles, my 4.5-year old, and when we watched the second movie with my wife, there's that scene where the mom up on the rooftop,
That's the one.
and obviously she's not talking to our kid, but
Yeah.
she keeps saying Miles over and over again, and she's saying,
Mhm.
just make sure that people treat you, that they know that you're beautiful and all this stuff.
Yeah.
We both got wrecked. Like we were just looking at each
Oh,
other like, oh my god.
Yeah, it happened to me and
Oh,
my wife. We're like on the couch, and then I'm starting to roll tears. Like she's like, "Oh, babe, like calm down. It's okay. It's gonna be." I'm like, but that's something so real. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like moms, like immigrant moms, know the struggle so hard, and if you're in these communities, you get to know the vibe is work for a living. Do your best, and your parents want you to do your best, and they want you to know that the world is crazy, but know that all we want is love for you.
Mhm.
Whatever you're going down, whatever troubles, like just know that you're loved, know that you're special, and it's like, mama, stop.
well,
It gets me.
it is very
Yeah.
timely and beautiful that you say that stuff, especially in these times because we know what's going on now. So,
Mhm.
yeah, dude. I love between that they've developed in between every character, but the mom, and I love how like Gwen calls them by their first name, and they
Mhm.
get like
Like
upset
who?
by that. They're like, "Oh, okay, all right, no,
We doing that
sorry."
now?
Uh, but
Oh yeah.
I was gonna mention, I canceled my Spotify a while ago, so the only my iTunes was the original Into the Spider Verse one that I bought as soon as the movie dropped on digital.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So we just kept looping it over and over again. Not used to when I pick up my kid to daycare, and I on Friday I went ahead and bought both soundtracks to the second one.
Mhm.
I didn't know, which I guess I didn't know there was two. So there's I think his name is Kyle Pemberton, who's like the guy that did the score. But I
Mhm.
picked up one that's only um instrumental stuff, so no actual lyrics or anything. The other one with like the rap songs that I really like. And just listening to that music, even without the visuals, still hits because the soundtracks were so good. Everything about that movie is just cute.
It's killer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
Perfect
it's
Blerd movie, I think.
that was the first ever Into the Spider-Verse was the first ever superhero movie that we watched with our daughter. I want to
Oh
say
wow.
she was little. Was she like 3 or
Oh
4?
yeah, yeah.
And of course, afterwards, she had one of every suit. She had, the Peter B. Parker suit. She had the Gwen suit. She had
Yeah.
the Miles suit, which was her favorite. And I even remember as we're just talking about it, like whenever it was time for bedtime, like picking her up and swinging her like down the hallway, like so that in order to try and make it like exciting that it's time for bed. Whew, she's a little bigger now. I don't think I can swing her around, but you're right. Just kind of the positive messaging of the story. That's one of the biggest appealing things of Spider-Man is that anybody could be Spider-Man, right? How
Yeah.
inclusive Spider-Man is behind the mask. It's more about the concept and the character than it is what you look like. And so that's one of the things I've enjoyed most about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. And I'm excited to see the third. And I'm thinking they're only going
More
to do a
maybe.
trilogy, right? The third is going to be the
Yeah.
final one, right?
I think so.
But
I
just
think it's beyond the Spider Verse.
Beyond
Beyond the
it.
Spider Verse. That's right. Yeah. And so, but just that style, and even what that style has done for different video games or like other movies that have been felt very familiar. Kind of the frame rate, how it's a little
Hmm.
jittery, but
Yep.
very comic booky, like came to life. Really cool stuff from the animation team that's at Sony that was involved with the Spider Verse movies. And so excited to see more. I know Video Power Gaming right here sharing that he's turned into a real movie crybaby over the last few years. Touching movie moments are the only thing that seem to cause that. I know I will fold up like a lawn chair if there is anything ever since honestly it's since I got married. Like what after I got married, I don't know what it was where it's like if there was a scene with a husband or a wife in a hospital and they don't know how their husband or wife is doing, like I get
Hmm.
choked up. Like what if that was me in the accident, or what if that's
Right.
me
Yeah.
waiting like this? Huh. And then now with the kids, as you were talking about, where after my daughter was born, it's like anything where parents are just trying to do right by their kids. We talked about it a little bit. Actually, I'm going to save this comment. I'll circle back to this moment later once we get into my picks for toys and stuff. But yeah, anytime there's something with a kid and a parent and they're just trying to help them make sure that they're not beaten down by the world and they're speaking life and love into that child, that I'm getting choked up just describing it. So we're going to
Well,
move on.
no, no.
Go
Let,
ahead.
Yeah,
let me
we're
let me
just gonna
bring it
start
back. Let,
crying.
let, let me bring it back
Mhm,
to Doomsday as well, because
mhm,
I'm hearing like we're seeing a lot of trailers where it's not just Steve Rogers with his new baby, right? But then
mhm,
you have Thor talking like to Odin, like, oh, I have a child now, this and that and this and third. And then I'm just wondering, like, how do all these things connect? They are like a newer, younger group. And
mhm.
if the leaks are to be true, if we're getting T'Challa, the child, growing into like a bigger T'Challa, like what is going on in the Doomsday universe? Like, is it all reflected around these kids? Is it like
Mhm.
a legacy, like Doomsday? Like, are they in danger rather than the heroes that we know? So I just got so many questions, man.
It's a good point too, because even Fantastic Four leading into it,
Yeah, that little
the
scene
little
in the back.
cutscene at the end, and even all of Fantastic Four, where
It's all about the baby.
the scene with Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, where they were going through space, and the Silver Surfer was like, "She's trying to kill your nephew,
The
like
nephew.
kill her, Johnny." Like that,
That
just
was so real.
it was very real. Again, like how often do you see a superhero that's like, we're not saying
Killer.
subdue, stop, slow. She said, kill her. She is
Yeah.
coming for our baby. Like
Yeah.
such a very real moment. That yeah, I'm excited to see that. And then even what was even hinted about in Captain America, well, the original title, because I think it was still the original title in this episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when they went to go visit Isaiah Bradley, and then
Mhm.
Isaiah Bradley's grandson was there. that grandson is a character from the younger Avengers.
Yeah.
And so I'm forgetting the name of the character now. I'm just Google
I
it real
don't want
quick.
to say Patriot, but like,
No, I think it is Patriot. Yeah,
is
it's
it?
Patriot. Yeah. So and you also had in Multiverse of Madness for Doctor Strange, you had wow, her name just flew out of my head.
Was it
Chavez.
America?
Jessica America Chavez. There we go. Yeah.
I heard she's not even in this movie.
Which is
In Doomsday.
wild, but
I don't know why.
it seemed like they were planting seeds for a young Avengers. I don't know what they are pursuing, what they aren't pursuing, but you're right. You connecting the dots with respect to seems like they're showing a lot of children of the
Mhm.
original Avengers. So is this going to be something to try and kind of pass that torch along to a newer group? I've still got some feelings about them bringing back Robert Downey Jr. I don't know. That feels a little cheap to me to try and hook in some of the earlier fans that maybe they lost through some of their storytelling along the way after Endgame. That could have been a great opportunity for and a lot of up and coming actors, or even a different actor that's already kind of like up there, but maybe not an RDJ, because that's part of what was really nice about the Avengers, right? Chris Hemsworth, yeah, he had worked,
Yeah.
but Thor, like he is Thor, right? You didn't have any preconceived notions, and sure they had Edward Norton as
Similar
Hulk,
to Loki as well, right?
yeah, Loki with Tom Riddleston, yeah, like he had been around. Is it
Yeah.
Hiddleston or Riddleston?
Hiddleston.
Sorry, I said
Hiddleston.
Tom Riddle. Hiddleston.
Tom
Yeah.
Riddle.
Speaking
Different
Voldemort.
franchise.
But yeah, same with Tom Hiddleston, and then even Spider-Man, the actor.
Yeah. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yeah. Where a lot of people who had kind of been around, but maybe not had like that big like character. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark was part of his redemption arc too, because of some of the stuff that Robert Downey Jr. had gone through. And Marvel Studios at the time took a really big gamble on bringing him in. So I kind of respect the fact that they're still working together and they're still going to have him involved, but it does kind of feel I'm going in with some hesitation to Doomsday. I don't have a lot of expectations, so if I'm surprised, fantastic.
I
But
want
I
to be
do think
surprised, but I
Go ahead.
know that this was a lot of damage control after Kang, right? So it was like
Yeah.
once we lost that as a real character, real threat villain,
Mhm.
they had to do something, right? They were like, oh, geez, what? It's almost like they had this quote with Fast and Furious when The Rock finally came into the cast, and I think he said it himself. He was like, I'm franchise Viagra or something like that. So it's like I think they're doing that with RDJ. They're like, we're gonna
Okay.
put you back in the mix. You're gonna pump us up, and then we're gonna be able to tell stories after you're done. After you get your $10 billion.
Is that why Doomsday is going to be less than 4 hours? Because any longer than 4 hours, you have to go to the hospital, right? So it was-
They could split it. They give an intermission. I don't know.
I don't know. That
4
was my
hours.
Viagra
Yeah.
joke. Okay.
Oh, talking about I watched a film that had an intermission built in. It was called The Brutalist with
Mhm.
this is the dude that did the pianist.
Adrian
Brody.
Adrian Brody. Yeah.
Mhm.
There was a built-in intermission in the movie,
Really?
and they turned on the light 15 minutes. I was just like, oh, this is nice.
That's really cool. That's
Oh,
part
yeah.
of one of my favorite childhood movies is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. For that, like that was the first movie that I remember watching, and then all of a sudden, like an intermission popped up, and I was like, "What is happening? Why is this? It's a movie." And my parents had to
Dude.
explain, "Well, this is what an intermission is." And so, go out, take a bathroom break, get some popcorn, some candy, whatever. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a cool concept. I didn't realize that was part of the Brutalist though. So.
Well, and they almost treated it like one because they separated almost the acts, so it's different on the second part. So it felt very theatrical in that way, which was cool. It wasn't an easy movie to watch at all, but it was good.
Okay. All right. So Sebastian, we're on to your next pick. What you're looking forward to in 2026?
So I did the video game. I'm gonna keep it fanboy predictable here, but I'm gonna go with Tales of Stranger Things.
Oh
Which
shit!
is
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
Tales from '85. They made it show that Netflix showed. I don't normally watch trailers for things that I want to watch. This one I had to because visually it hit. I didn't even know I wanted this,
Mm-hmm.
and once I saw it, I was just like, "Yep." So apparently, is the original like it's the original character, original cast, which is interesting. So they will be voiced by other people. So we'll see how that lands. But I mean, they're gonna be able to go to monsters and all kinds of stuff with this one. So yeah, really excited about this one. Um, again, I don't know, I don't have much to say because I'm blind as much as I can.
Mhm.
But it does say 2026. I don't think they've given like an exact date. Yeah,
No,
they don't
I
have an
don't
exact
know. I
date.
know that it is supposed to be coming like straight up to
Right.
2026.
Super quick. Do you
So
know where
I'm
this lands in between seasons? I heard like
that's
between
what I was
two
gonna
and
ask.
three or something. Or what
Let me
was
look it up. Yeah, yeah, you're right. 2 and 3.
it? Okay.
Yep. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
and the Duffer said that they're gonna release this gas. In their mind, animation can be released quicker than they can
Live
the live
action.
action stuff. So
I'm down
we'll
for it, man. I want more Stranger Things after this finale. And I know we haven't really talked about it, have we? Like
We haven't talked about the finale, which I
together.
do think that
Yeah.
it deserves a finale. What I'm waiting for, because I do have some theories and I'm still excited. I get it.
The lost
Uh,
episode. Are you waiting for the
yeah, yeah,
lost
yeah.
episode?
episode 9. Yeah,
I,
Episode nine.
I know Conformity Gate didn't happen on the 7th. Everybody was saying it was on the 7th. But I am still holding out hope because, again, it's going to be a positive thing. One, if we don't get any additional episodes, I loved the finale for what it
Yep.
was.
Take it.
Anybody who's complaining about it's too positive, it's like, and somebody should have. Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's like, have
yeah.
you seen the Goonies? Like, do you understand? Or Temple of Doom, where you have a child in a mine cart, and we're talking about reality and who would survive what different scenario. It's like 80s. It is a period piece. It is supposed to be something fun. So as far as action movies from the 80s and even dipping a little bit into the 90s, I mean, could it have been better resolved or tighter written to meet today's fan standards? Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like it's without fault, but for what it was, I feel like, and I think we've all agreed, even in the group chat, that Stranger Things was always about the relations. Like, yes, you had all this evil stuff going on, but it was about needing your friends and family, just as we were talking about earlier, to really become your most powerful, your most successful, that nobody can do it in and of themselves. You need the people around you. So I think from
It
that
takes a
perspective,
village.
they brought Stranger Things to a beautiful close. But also some of the theories that some folks are coming out with as far as what this documentary might be, I'm excited for that too. If that does become
Ooh,
so.
tomorrow.
Is it
Yep,
tomorrow?
it's tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's
the
tomorrow.
12th.
Okay.
So,
Um, dude, you mentioned Indiana Jones.
mhm.
Did you watch that video on the internet? The big boulder fell off
I
on
did. I saw that. Yeah, that's scary.
and the dude just like bounced off of it. That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah, really scary stuff. I've seen even a couple of the clips since then,
There's
where
no
they've kind of
boulder.
taken the
They're
boulder.
gonna
Yeah,
have to
where they've
figure
taken the
that out.
boulder away now until they can figure
Yeah,
out how to do some safety, more safety controls to protect the actors and the audience, to be perfectly honest. But
Damn.
no, that was some scary stuff with Indiana Jones.
yep.
Real quick, as we're talking about stuff, Alice and Troy, Retro Toy Princess, has graced us with her presence. So we have
Hello.
royalty among us. Act accordingly. And then we also got Nick Dillinger. So yeah, absolutely. Um, but yeah, even if we don't get more episodes or a different like twist, surprise ninth episode from season 5, I'm interested to see really how they do fill in the blanks here. This is giving me Camp Cretaceous vibes, which is one of my daughter's favorite shows from Jurassic Park, how they kind of explore different areas of the story. This is a little closer to the wrap up of the live action show. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this, how they might fill in the blanks between seasons 2 and 3. But I'm excited to see it. I'm just excited to see what it is. I'm hopeful for
Yeah,
what this could be.
I think anything with the Stranger Things vibe, I'm down for.
Mhm.
I want to live back there, man. You know, it just felt good when this show first premiered, and
Yeah,
it felt like my childhood made real onto a streaming platform.
yeah.
So if we're getting more of this, and we can still be in this universe with these characters, I'm game for it. And how do you feel with the art direction of the characters,
Oh, let me
Sebastian?
pull
Like,
that back up. Yeah.
do you like the character designs? Would you
I
liked it
do.
more? Okay, yeah, I like it too. And
I
I could see
do.
these being figures, like action
100%.
figures.
Yeah, these are very toyetic.
100%.
In fact, the season 2 outfits, like Lucas with the headband and then
Mhm.
the fur collared jacket. I mean, this here, one of the criticisms of Stranger Things 5 was Eleven's outfit felt more 80s costume. Like the outfits that the characters wore in the show kind of transitioned from 80s like period accurate to feeling a little more costumey in season 5 was one of the criticisms, particularly with like the weird body glove wetsuit and everything.
That is
And
weird.
then the sweats that were layered, like the sweatpants and the shorts, and it was a very like 80s esque costume. But I
Maybe
love
that was a
these.
callback to Rocky,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That
You're
makes
right.
sense.
the
Okay.
first Rocky.
With the training, because I mean that's how she was
Yeah.
training. So okay. All right.
Montage.
Yeah.
Can't stop a montage.
Fair enough. But I do love these character designs. And
Yeah,
then the cool thing about animation is, I mean, you can keep them looking young. You don't have to worry about
them
aging
aging
and
out
Oh,
breaking
dude.
down. Yeah.
You think
or
they'll bring
bad
Barb?
hairlines. What's that,
You
Sebastian? Sorry about
you
that.
think Barb will be in this show? Maybe.
Oh shit.
I
Oh
It'll
no,
be
because
interesting.
she was a goner in season 1. So
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I still haven't forgiven
yeah.
Nancy about that. That's my biggest
Yep.
beef.
There is a
Yeah, give me
screenshot
that
here
body
that
glove.
shows Nancy driving them around. So Nancy is in this show too.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. I think Nancy got some cool character development. I know it's just me. I'm still salty about the whole Barb thing because yeah. Anyways, okay. All right. My pick now. Okay. All right. What am I gonna do? I mean, I'll stay on brand with everything. So we're talking movies, we're talking TV series. So my pick, I've got some trepidations about Doomsday, but I am really excited to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. So that's going to be my movie pick.
Okay.
And actually, now that I said it out loud, I don't even know if it's supposed to come out in 2026. Let me see. Spider-Man
There was a leaked
Brand New
trailer
Day.
floating around. If anybody saw that,
And Brendan lives in the leaks. You love those
It-
leaks,
Okay.
huh?
All right. Yeah,
sometimes,
it's supposed
man,
to come out in
I gotta
July.
find out.
Fair enough.
I'm a
Fair enough.
detective. I gotta know if it's real. All right, it's still real to me. Damn it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm really excited to see Brand New Day. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know we talked about how Sadie Sink is going to be in it. Is she going
Right.
to be Jean Grey? Because people are asking, okay, she's redheaded. Is she going to be Scott and Jean's daughter? How is this going to play? How is this going to link out in Spider-Man? But I think we talked about it a little bit last week, Brandon, where I really like the Captain America movies because they kind of are milestones within the early phases of the MCU. And since Cap has retired post Endgame, even though we're going to see how that goes in Doomsday, Spider Man has kind of picked up that helm too. So Spider Man, Captain America, and the Black Panther movies are what I still look forward to most in the Marvel universe. Other things here and there, it's like cool, I'll catch it. But the ones that I'm like, okay, I'm there day one with popcorn in hand, just kind of
Right.
seated.
Right.
I'm sat, ready to watch this thing. It's the Spider-Man movies.
Mhm.
So Spider-Man No Way Home was the first big movie that I was super excited about after Endgame. And then
Same.
even
Yeah.
that, even personal story coming out of the pandemic, the global pandemic of okay, are you going to movie theaters? Are you not going to movie theaters? Are you socially distancing? Things like that. It was kind of this weird gray area. Um, Spider-Man: No Way Home was one of the first movies that I remember starting to actually go back into the movie theater and see. It was Encanto was the first one for my niece's birthday, which again, you talk about family and getting
Mhm.
together and tearing up at a cartoon. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
was kind of bawling.
Like I said,
But Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man was another movie that I was really excited to go see in theater. So I'm excited to see Brand New Day. Do y'all? I have avoided spoilers for the most part, but we can just talk in generalities. I don't know if y'all have
yeah, I
seen
don't
anything
know. I
specific
don't
or
know anything. I'm
I
sure
I don't
Brandon knows
know.
everything.
I don't know everything.
No?
okay.
I don't know all things. I just know some leaks, and the leaks could be real. They could be fake. Who knows nowadays? I do not
Yeah.
know. But I don't think that Sadie's character is at any point connected to the X-Men
Okay.
universe. I just don't think that's real. And I wouldn't want that to be real, to be honest. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
she should be a Spider-Man character. The
Mhm.
Yeah.
thing that I hated about the last Captain America Brave New World
Yep.
was that they were bringing in Hulk villains into a Captain America movie.
It was a Hulk movie
It was a
with
Hulk
Captain
movie.
America inserted. Like
Yeah.
they
I
did
want
a
this to be a Spider-Man movie. We
Yeah.
deserve a Spider-Man movie, especially the way
Mhm.
that
Yep.
No Way Home ended. So
Mhm.
Brave New World or Brand New Day is it?
Brand New Day. Brand New Day. Yeah.
Give us a brand new Spider-Man story. Don't give me
Mhm.
X-Men mutants unless you're gonna do 3-armed Spidey and shit like that, 6-armed Spidey,
Ooh,
Right.
Man
which
Spider.
would be dope,
Yeah.
but give me a Spider-Man story and make it work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you. No, I agree wholeheartedly, which is why I'm excited to see where they go with it. I like the little rig. Like I've seen some of the behind the scenes of how they're doing the swinging on a rig
Yeah.
as it's
Yeah,
like
which
driving down
looks
the
dope.
road with practical effects. That looks really promising.
Yeah.
Even as we were talking of making a Spider-Man villain, or not Spider-Man villain, but a Spider-Man character. What would be an interesting take is they were kind of tongue in cheek with Zendaya about her character being MJ, like in the first movie, and so yeah, everybody's lost their memories and everything. Could there be another person with the initials MJ? Could she be a new MJ? I don't know. Or some sort of alternate universe? Could they play kind of like cross Spider Verse things with universes colliding? We don't know, but I'm interested to see where they go with it. I hope not. I think fans might be a little upset, especially because it's Tom Holland and Zendaya like being a thing.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm open to wherever they go with the story. I'm excited to see where they go with the story.
And
Okay.
truth be told, in the animated series for Spider-Man, and I did a rewatch. Pete is a player, dog. Like he is a player all the way. He's always missing dates
Yeah.
with MJ. He's over here, talking to some other
Alicia.
chick, and yeah, Felicia or whatever. The whole like Morbius
Morbius.
like
I love that
storyline.
storyline.
That was some
Love how they
player
brought
ass
in Blade.
stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, he is foul. Like Pete wasn't a good dude.
Yeah, I mean, Pete. I mean, he had the whole Miami Vice. Yeah, he had the blazer with the pink
Yeah,
shirt underneath. I mean, he wasn't the geeky. I mean, he still was nerdy, right? But he
but he
still
was
had
buff.
some swag about him. He was still
Yeah,
confident, and yeah, he was jacked.
he
So
was jacked. This kid.
okay, he had a little bit of the Cavill effect, if you will,
Yeah,
before Henry Cavill.
he wasn't rocking glasses. By the way, he
Nope.
wasn't rocking like nerd specs or nothing like that. This kid, he was out on a Friday night, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. He was outside. All right. Okay, cool. So bringing it back to you, Brandon.
Oh,
What's
okay.
another thing you're excited about? We got two
I
more
went. I
picks.
went movies. I'm
Hmm.
gonna go TV.
Okay.
I'm excited for Wonder Man. I'm excited for Wonder Man TV series.
Cool.
I
Yes.
haven't watched the latest trailer, so forgive me on that. I know I'm supposed
Hmm.
to look at leaks and stuff like. I want to be surprised by this show because
Hmm.
at first I love that actor Demetrius Grosse, or I think is his name.
Hmm.
He was in Watchmen series. He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. He the remake or retelling of Candyman. So I've been following him for a while.
Are you talking
And
Yaha Abdul Mateen?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
God dog it.
Or Yahya.
Another yeah, him. My bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. He's solid, and I want to see what he does and delivers to this character. And it just seemed like a cool premise. Like an
Hmm.
actor looking for a role, and they're like redoing Wonder Man, and he's going out for this role, but he's also talking to Ben Kingsley's character, who was a fraud in the Iron
Yeah.
Man movie
Yep.
Who?
as the Mandarin. So it's like, dang, you brought this character back. This is the only time I'll forgive that, when they bring a character back from another movie to make something else work, because it's like, okay, he's
Mhm.
an actor, I get it. They're not just wasting that character for like a rainy day. It's like, no, this should make sense to the story. And
Hmm.
it looks dope. I want to see what they do with it.
It does. It
I don't
looks
know much
more.
about Wonder Man. Can you guys give me a little synopsis?
I don't know much
Um,
about Wonder Man either,
I
to be
don't know a
perfectly
lot
honest.
about him through the comics. I
I
just
do like
know,
that actor.
yeah, for this series, it's like they're rebooting it. They're like, maybe chat, anybody in chat can school me on this, but just the vibe of it, like this, that shot right there, it's like this old school, Buck
Sci-fi. Yeah.
Rogers type sci-fi edge
Mhm.
to it. And it's like, oh, we're gonna cast a new, Wonder Man, and this dude's so
That's
hype on
awesome.
it that he's like, yeah, but I think he's got powers, right? So he's got, like, he's suppressing himself, and even back to like blurred black cultures, like sometimes you suppress how you feel sometimes, so you're like making people around you safe. And it's like, I
Mhm.
want to see this dude go supernova or omega level mutant on some people. So I'm just curious to see how they do some things in this story.
Dude,
It does. It looks.
what have I seen that actor in? What's his name?
Watchmen, yeah,
It's
yeah,
Yahya
yeah,
Abdul Mateen the second.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, he's been in Candyman. He's been in Watchmen. He was in an episode of Black Mirror, which was wild with
Oh,
Anthony
okay,
Mackie.
that's where I
Yeah.
Mhm,
saw him from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the video game one, the VR
Yep.
one.
Hmm.
mhm.
Yeah.
That
He was
was
in that.
wild. Yeah.
He was Morbius in The Matrix.
He
Uh,
was.
yeah. What
Oh,
was it?
I
Resurrections?
didn't.
Don't ever watch
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
ever watch
Yeah.
it. Such
Was
a
that the
bum.
latest one?
That was the last Matrix movie.
And Black Manta as Aquaman. He was really good
And
as Black
Black Manta.
Manta
He was the
in
shit as
Aquaman.
Black
Yeah.
Manta.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
say that's probably his biggest breakout role.
He was
Like,
in Us.
I think for nerd culture, yeah, that was like a
yeah.
huge deal. And you know what? He delivered in both of those
I
movies.
don't think he was in Us. Oh no, he was. He wasn't Us. He was the
Yeah.
dad. He was
No, wait, he wasn't the
he was
dad.
Red's dad in the very beginning
Oh, and like,
before.
oh
No,
yeah, in the
no,
flashback.
the
Okay, yeah,
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 he
you're
was the
right.
one who like went to the bathroom, lost her, and he was like, "We only lost her for a second." And yeah,
Right,
he was
right.
early in the movie.
Oh, dude, we should talk about those movies at some point, man.
We
Get
have to.
out and
Ooh, that
stuff
was
like
another,
that.
like you mentioned Blade earlier, and I'd heard heard tale that they were talking to Jordan Peele about doing the Blade movie, but then I also just recently saw something that said that they put the Blade movie completely on ice. So I
They
don't
canceled it.
know.
They canceled it completely.
Yeah, I heard that it was
Wow.
canceled completely. So I don't know how
Well, here's
news
the thing. What
moves in
I've
Hollywood.
heard
Yeah.
was they canceled the Blade movie completely, but they're still open to doing like a what was it? Was it Marvel Knights movie or
Mm.
something of the sorts
Okay,
with
yeah,
the
because that
Blade
was at the
character?
end of Eternals where they kind of alluded to the Marvel Knights. So
I
okay,
I'm so pissed off about that. You know what I mean? Because it's like
I
you
know.
wasted Mahershala
Mahershala
Ali's
Ali.
Yeah.
time and youth at the time. Like they casted
Mhm.
him in like 2018 or 2019, and they just sat on it. They just
Yeah.
sat on story development. We've had how many? Not throwing a whole bunch of shade at the Spider-Mans, but how many Spider-Mans have come in
Yeah.
Mhm.
between 2018 or 19 and right now, right?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can't give me one solid
And
Blade
even to your
movie?
point
Not
of
one?
what we were talking about in the animated series, the whole Morbius saga. Now I get it. Their hands were probably tied because of the Sony Morbius like universe type thing,
Mhm.
but so many different opportunities to bring in Blade. I mean, even the whole tongue-in-cheek thing where I did kind of roll my eyes in Deadpool versus Wolverine of there's only ever been
Never
one
gonna
Blade,
be
only
one
ever
for
going to be
thee.
one Blade, and it's just
Yeah.
like it does seem real dirty that one Disney allowed that in the movie, particularly when you have people who are working on this really hard, staff and crew, and cast. So, or casting crew is what I meant. That they're trying to work towards something, and it just feels like it was in limbo for the longest time. It's unfortunate what has happened to Blade. Hopefully, we see something. Hopefully they come to their senses, they're able to regroup. But I will say the only good thing that has come out of the delays from all the nonsense that's gone on with Blade is Sinners, because
Well, that
the
has some
costume
connecting
director.
tissue. That has some connecting tissue
Mhm.
to Blade, the unmade Blade movie, because Ruth Carter,
Yep.
the costume designer, was working on the new Blade movie and had like period piece costumes that weren't being used. So then they were used for Sinners, which is like, why can't you guys? The DNA is right there. Like everything is there for your success, but you don't want to make a good Blade movie or just a simple keep it a character study. Like I just don't understand how this doesn't work. Oh
Yep,
yeah,
just
do
like
more
Josh
stuff
Brown
like
Toys is
Werewolf by
saying,
Night.
just
Yeah,
like 45 to an hour
in and
special.
out.
Introduce a character, boom, here you go. Then you can use them wherever else in
Yeah,
the universe, especially when you're building up to something like Doomsday.
Werewolf by Night was so solid, dude. That's like one of my Halloween go tos. That's a good one.
I still haven't seen it. I need to.
You haven't seen homework.
I,
Blurred
it
alert. Homework.
it said werewolf. That's scary. No.
Stop.
Scary.
Stop it.
No, I need to watch it. I'll watch
It's
it.
really good. It's so
You know, a scary movie that I haven't seen at all is Friday. What is it? Friday Night at Freddy's or Freddy's, whatever it is.
Friday Night at
I haven't
Freddy's.
seen any of those. Any of
You're
those
fine.
movies.
Yeah. You're fine not seeing that movie, but it's
Yeah.
hey, I'm not a huge
Okay.
fan of the movies, but
Okay.
the game alone is its own thing. But those movies,
Okay.
oof.
Did the game come before the movie?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
so yes,
Alrighty. Okay.
Wonder
All
Man was
right.
my pick. Let's go on
Wonder
another one.
Man was Brandon's pick. That was a solid pick. I am interested to learn more, and I love one of the things that I do appreciate about the MCU is they'll explore different genres
Mhm.
as they're making. Hold on, real quick. Is that Blerd Alert cup? Did I miss something like the cup that you've been drinking from? Hold
Oh
on.
no,
Okay,
that's
all right. No, it's
No,
Ninja
not
Turtles.
yet.
Okay, I just saw the yellow person. I was
No,
like, Are you
know
already
what?
making merch?
I should make merch. One of these days you'll just see like a yellow cup pull up.
Yeah, just casually.
Casual.
But yeah, okay. Josh Brown Toys has said he's seen. He's got an 11-year-old and he's seen Friday Nights at Freddy. Yeah, my nieces are all over that,
Yeah.
but I just haven't seen it yet. Too,
Maybe
'cause
not
again,
for me.
scary
Just
movies.
not for me.
But what I was saying was them exploring, like, even this one is kind of the struggling actor, what's going on. Like, it's not as straightforward. I like how they had a little bit of courtroom procedural with She-Hulk. You've got your buddy cop movie with Captain Marvel. Just so many cool aspects that they're exploring. And then even now with Lanterns, we're going to get a little bit of. It seems like DC and James Gunn have kind of taken a note to explore some of that more with DC. Even though the Batman, I love the darker the Batman detective vibes that were there, and then even the again, you're gonna get more of a buddy cop feel with Lanterns as that comes out from DC. So it's cool that they're not just doing the straight up, hey, superhero fights evil version of superhero, which really became formulaic for a little while there within the superhero movies, even though Superman 2025, it's like as soon as they introduced that dude, spoiler alert, you're like, oh, okay, it's another superhero fighting an evil version of himself. Like, how many times are we gonna do this?
I still haven't seen Superman. I still haven't seen Fantastic
way.
Four.
Oh,
man.
you need to.
You got
yeah.
a lot of streaming to do, my friend.
Yeah.
I do. The superhero stuff got to me, dude. Like Endgame, and I've been a little bit off of it. But
Was it fatigue? Did you have the fatigue?
it was a little bit of it all. Yeah, I think the last one, Shang-Chi, I saw,
Mm.
Okay.
which was a while ago.
That one was good though too.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
All right, so I think we are on to you, Sebastian, and your pick.
So I'm gonna move it back to toys because that's what we do. Um,
Yes.
so I brought up fighting games because it's the thing that I still have from when I was a kid when it comes to video games. I don't play often, but I do like fighting games. Basically, because I can button smash. Um, so I'm gonna go with the Street Fighter 2 from Storm Collectibles action
Damn.
figure, which is their scale. So this is not arena. This is like their 7-inch scale.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um, this is the one that they take like 2.5 years to release.
Hmm.
Maybe longer. Um, so I don't know if they'll ever finish the whole team, but slowly but surely they're releasing still, even though their priority is arena right now.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, this guy's solid. Uh, I've been waiting for a bison for a long time. Do you have any pictures, Quip?
Yeah, I'm pulling him up now. I think he's up on BBTS for pre-order. I just want to make sure it was the right one, that it wasn't Storm. Like, this is not Storm Arena. This just says the
Yeah, it's just like
Final
Storm
Challengers.
Collectibles.
Yeah,
It's this
backstage.
one.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's solid. He's got the cross arms things,
Like
you
the
know, the
pop in arms.
right, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks great. And then
Woo.
I think
See that
after this
face?
one, the defeated faces, which is cool.
I love
Yeah.
that they added that because that is something that I loved about those games. Like the defeated
Yep.
look, bloodied up. Oh yeah, damn, that
Mhm.
looks solid.
And that's why
And
we all went home and became family men. You know, you catch a beat down by Guile, you'll definitely go home and be a
Oh
family
yeah,
man.
you're crying, dude.
after this one that they showed at our show was T Hawk.
Okay.
They're doing T Hawk after
They're
this one.
doing TI.
He's a big one too.
But
One
dude,
thing,
I love the scale of these guys. I a lot of collectors, I guess, don't like bigger figures. I do because they look better on my shelf.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, yeah.
Shelf presence.
Yeah, you get the shelf presence, and then they can do a little more detail as well. That's generally the rule. Joy Toy is doing some really rad stuff at the 1/18 scale, but for the
Mhm.
most part, you get more character can be conveyed in a larger figure. With the
have you guys
portrait,
held a Joe's? I've never had one in hand, and I would love to touch it because they look great. But I don't normally go towards smaller figures,
Shut-
but I would like to hold one at some point.
yeah, I've never.
I haven't had one in hand. I've just seen the images, and I was on the
Yeah.
fence about grabbing them myself because I was in the process of working on my own TMNT stuff with
Mhm.
even at the time, I think I still was doing Super 7 stuff. Then I did my own Jim
Mhm.
Lee stuff, and then eventually started working with Mondo and doing TMNT for them. So I didn't want to be influenced too heavily
That
on
makes
other
sense.
people's stuff. But from afar, of course, I admire that stuff. And someday I might get them. I might get them all. They'll probably be too damn expensive, but I am a fan of what I'm seeing. I want them in hand,
That
like you said
that
too.
little van looks sweet. I would even pick that up just by itself.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like you could do like a whole diorama around these things.
Yeah, that
Yep.
van looks amazing. I know. It's funny because I feel like me personally, um, that the turtles in the Joy Toy line are the weakest figures.
Yep.
Their villains are amazing. Their
Mm-hmm.
Rocksteady and Bebop, which is usually how I determine whether or not I want to go into a line or not, um, is, is they're amazing. And I
Yeah.
love how people like you can get all the different accessories. 1/18 kind of lends itself more to different play sets, dioramas, vehicles, using things. Uh, but yeah, they're turtles. I don't know. I don't know. I can't put my thumb quite on why those iterations of the turtles don't really jive with me. But I really love their Triceratons. That metalhead figure that people have just recently started getting with all the different
Yeah,
accessories, the
it was dope.
dirtbag and ground chuck of all the things that come with
Krang
it.
was solid too. It looks
Yeah,
well
like
too.
they're doing some really cool things. Their
It's almost
shredder,
like they changed the design, the overall design of the line. I don't know. It feels off.
Which
Yeah,
one? For which one?
for the
The
turtles.
turtles for Joy Toy, they feel different than the rest of the line.
They do feel
I'm
different.
not.
Yeah,
Look at him.
Josh Brown toys. I'm still doing my best to look the other way with Joy Toy. Yeah, that's the I because they're doing so many cool things with so many of the villains at such a smaller scale, even though price tags a little up there for an import, right? But I mean, naturally, we understand the times we're living in, the increased cost of imports. But yeah, that's a scary line to start, not knowing where they are going to end. And it's interesting how that line is gaining momentum, kind of as NECA's kind of TMNT cartoon train is slowing down significantly in the
Yeah.
past, maybe in the last year. We'll see if they'll get some momentum again. But we're not talking about NECA and Ninja Turtles.
No.
We're talking about Street Fighter 2. And so I pulled up the
Street
T-Hawk
Fighter.
figures.
Now, do the figures come with those backgrounds? Because that's selling me. That's selling me on.
They're printed, but they do come with that. They do, yeah.
That's dope.
That
I
Have
is
love
you
it.
awesome.
have you've never handled one of these, Brent?
No, sometimes when I'm thinking of buying something, I have to run it by the wife, and she'll tell
Yeah.
me
Well,
if I
they're
could buy a figure or not.
they're. Let me. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back for a second because I'm gonna pick up a couple.
Okay,
Pick
all
them up,
right.
yeah, grab them. So I know I have been looking at before
This looks
Jada
solid.
started doing their Street Fighter figures. I really liked their Sagat. So
Mhm.
Sagat was one of the characters that I would main, and so I don't love the Street Fighter Zero or the Street Fighter Alpha
Mhm.
Sagat that Storm Arena's doing. The Street Fighter 2 that Jade is doing, it's nice,
Mm.
but Storm really does the behemoths. Hold on, I'm gonna make Sebastian
Yeah,
larger.
make him.
Yeah.
That's good.
That
What?
Sagat, I
Yeah,
think,
that.
perfectly captures kind of the likeness. Even with, I really like the white one with the or the
Oh,
Sagat
Yeah,
with the white
dude.
shorts with the red stripe, where it's kind of like the cover art from the Super NES cartridge. So yeah, I need to double
yeah.
back for that Sagat, but that price has gotten up there for that figure.
Those look solid. I think you're selling
Yeah.
me. I think I might tell the wife, you gotta let me buy some toys, man.
You
And they
gotta
Research and
have
let me
develop.
the soft stuff too, right?
Mm. So the chest is, oh shit, yeah,
Yeah.
that's super soft.
I will
Okay.
say, and I
Yeah.
think I've actually shared this comment after looking at Sebastian's collection, that Storm collectibles, they're
Mhm.
big boys. Zangief, E Honda, Balrog, Sagat. I think they do the big boys, even though of course the price tag's up there, more justice than the Jada line. Even
Mm.
though the price tag for Jada, I mean, you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's more
accept.
reasonable. Here's the
Yeah,
thing: you got a market where we can get almost everything we want. You can be picky, if you want a little bit more of a figure tailor-made to an upscaled collection, you can get those figures. So it's
yeah,
like those
yeah.
seem like big boy toys in
Yes.
literal respect and for your own personal respect. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna spend the extra money for extra shading, matte finish. It doesn't feel plastic. It feels like there was some care to the aesthetic of this figure.
And so even just looking at how big that Sagat was, if they stick
Oh,
like
dude.
to scale, this T-Hawk is going to be huge.
Big boy.
Um, yeah. And but
The
then
only one that
look at the flexibility, look at the posability from
Yeah.
a larger figure, which sometimes for all the added details that you might be able to get in the clothing or for the face, you kind of compromise in posability a lot of times. But
Mhm.
here, hey, he's sitting crisscross applesauce. We're
Crisscross
keeping it
sauce.
we're keeping it PC. We're not calling it what we used to call it,
Nope.
even though he is Native American. Uh,
But
but
this
no,
looks
it's really
solid.
cool. And this actually reminds me, 2026. This is the year of hip mobility. We're all getting up there in age, so we all need to
Yeah.
make sure you're stretching. Make sure you at least take 20 minutes to stretch,
Take
because
fish
being
oil.
able to maintain flexibility is how you maintain longevity and vitality, right? So just make sure y'all stretch. Just take a
Yeah.
moment while you're listening and stretch, because
Are we
it's
gonna stream one? We're gonna stream us stretching one day with the spandex
no, probably no,
and the
no.
Yeah.
headbands.
Hot yoga.
But I do know that's part of my resolution. It's like, man, I need to make sure I keep this hip mobility. I'm able to move,
Yep.
and I'm not creaking and cracking and popping every time I get up off the couch.
Same, man. Same. It's a resolution. I got to do something.
Yeah, but this
But
is a
this looks
great pick.
solid.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that beat up face. There we
Look
go.
at that.
love that. These
Hold
are,
on,
yeah,
a little
you're
closer.
convincing me that I need to get these figures in hand.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
their guile
see
too.
that right there.
Yeah,
That's solid,
Dude,
dude.
he's massive.
Good lord. So if we can get even a note of how rad these figures are in the new Street Fighter movie, I'll be satisfied. If you
Yep.
just make it over the top, make it crazy. Like those games lend themselves to this is animated. This is craziness. No person does this to a vehicle in real life. Maybe they do on meth, but I want to see people beating up cars, beating each other up,
Yeah,
and I want to have fun at a movie with fighting in it. You know?
absolutely. I think
I agree.
I agree wholeheartedly. I hope that we get something good. I'm still cautiously optimistic
Yep.
about Street Fighter. I don't love the casting for Dan Hibiki.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Is that
but
Bison?
say that again.
Which one? Which character is
Oh,
he playing?
it's I don't even his name doesn't even
There's
get
a
repeated.
lot
He's
of
a he's some podcaster that is
oh that dude. Yeah,
less
I know who you're
considered
talking about.
character who was
Oh,
casted
that
as
okay.
Dan. Yeah,
This
that
Hmm.
yeah.
so it's
I
about
don't
the skinny guy that got casted as Bison. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Yeah,
but that actor,
everything's
he was Polka Dot Man
yeah.
in
Yep.
Dave Dismalchin, I think his name is.
yeah, and so he has been so great in other things I've seen, like
Mhm.
Inception or whatever, that it's like I'm reserving judgment because I kind of like the aspect of how despots or fascists or dictators like Bison is supposed to be like to sort of build themselves up to be a lot more formidable than they really are. That's not to say that incompetence can't absolutely be dangerous, but like just the idea, I'm wondering if they're going to explore that with like propaganda posters that show the Bison that we're used to seeing, and then they juxtapose that to his actual stature of the actor. So I'll be
Are you talking
interested
about
to
like
see if they explore
catfishing?
Right.
that. Yeah, it'll be interesting. So I'm reserving judgment on that, but it's just yeah, Dan is such a fan favorite that I think a lot of people were a little annoyed with who they went with for a
Mhm.
casting Dan. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. My pick. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. Um, kind of a random wild card. No. I won't do a wild card. I will do. Hold on. Let me pull this up. And Brandon, you might actually have some stuff to share about
What?
this too. So
What?
my next pick, if we're keeping it toys,
Hmm.
it was a hard tie. You know, I couldn't
Okay.
choose one or the other. But first one I'll say is the Mondo TMNT. I'm really looking forward to. So Donnie pre-order has already opened and closed. We're supposed to be getting him come September time. Leo, which was teased at New York Comic Con, is supposed to be coming sometime in Q1.
Hmm.
So stay ready. You don't have to get ready. I've already got that money set aside for Leo.
Please be
Um,
ready. Please be ready. Just what I mean. Damn
and
it.
then
Keep going. Keep going.
yeah,
I'll
and
shut
then
up.
we're also supposed to be getting Shredder. I know, like, so the order
Yeah.
has been Dawn, Leo, Shredder. Um, are we going to? And I don't want you to get in any like, I don't want you to get in trouble. Um, but the potential for the pattern to continue of hero, villain, right? Are we? Really not. I'm not trying to put you in a weird position. I'll just say what I'm hopeful for. I am hopeful for something similar to Real Ghostbusters, where in Real Ghostbusters, at least all of last year, they at least had all the pre-orders for the four main characters, and then Janine, right?
Mhm.
Um, so I'm hopeful that in 2026, even if we don't get all the figures, particularly because Donnie isn't dropping until September, that before the end of 2026, call it November, whatever, that we'll at least have seen all 4 turtles and had the opportunity to order all 4 turtles. And I'm excited to see where we go beyond that. But what I'm hopeful for Wishlist before the end of 2026 is we at least get to see, we know Leo's coming, but Mikey and Raph. And I want to see if you're going to do a wave cap or like kind of the wave check, like 360 waves on Raph when he removes the do-rag. That's what I don't know if that's going to be a part of it. But
What
yeah,
I
so
what I can say for sure
okay.
is that Pete and Hector, they want to go as far down into this line as they've done with Motu and what you see with Ghostbusters. They want to go all in, and I'm so game to be around for it, to sculpt on any of these things. I call dibs on all of it. I see some of this stuff, and I'm like, this is unreal. Like the level of detail, the storytelling, of course, but also the game plan. You know, the dream fulfillment of like, listen, we grew up on these figures in the movies. How far can we go down the rabbit hole? Can we do this? It's really up to you guys, the fans, the collectors, to really pump the lifeblood into this every time that there's a pre-order drop or regular release, maybe in the future. So stay tuned. You know, I know some things, and I probably should shut the hell up, but
Yeah, don't get in trouble.
I do know for a fact, like Leo. If you guys love Donnie, you're gonna fall in love with Leo. Leo was even doper to work on, even if I could say that, because there's a lot of different things that come with him. And even with the Kacheriks, their character designs on this, if you guys saw that from New York Comic Con for Shredder, we explored different things with Shredder to where that's an unreal figure, really. Like
Yeah.
that is your big bad, and I think we needed to get him at least announced for fans, so that you're hopeful that we can do more villains, you know, more characters besides, and even Donnie, he came with Metalhead, so it's like if you guys support this, we're gonna get
Mhm.
all that jazz, we're gonna get all that juice.
Yeah, dude,
So,
I want to make a 1/6 scale Mondo bad guy shelf.
hmm
So I started
Ooh,
with
yeah,
I gotta get myself a Skeletor, and obviously Shredder will fit right into that. So
yeah.
I'm excited about having a baddie shelf.
Honestly, like when I was working on Shredder, I was inspired by Mumra from May. Just the
mhm.
level of excellence that that figure came with when it was released. You get so much bang for your buck with Mumra, to where it's like I couldn't slack on any of the things I was working on. I don't want to slack because I'm a fan of
Yeah.
TMNT. I want to see
Mhm.
this go the long run because this is, look at these pictures. You know, it's like this is
Yeah.
incredible. This is cinematic, and this might inspire studios to give us this level of detail in our entertainment too.
Mhm.
So it's like I don't want to say when all the turtles will be announced, but
Yeah.
trust me, if it's up to us, if it's up to the people working on this, you're gonna get that and a lot more.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you sharing what you could. Always great hearing from somebody who's got some inside baseball knowledge, but not going too far as to jeopardize all the great work you're doing and will do
Trying to
with
keep
this
my
mic.
job, Quip, please.
Exactly. Which is
Like
why
Mad
I'm just
Hatter
sharing
says,
what I'm
trust me,
hoping
bro.
for.
What's that, Sebastian?
Like Mad Hatter says, trust me, bro.
Yeah, trust me, man.
You
It's
know,
gonna be good.
fair enough. Yeah. And so my other pick, which again, not getting anybody in trouble, but my other pick for what I'm hoping for, wish list. Let me pull it up here from a toy because they are tied. Is let me see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nope, not that. Huh, why can't I share my screen? There we go. Oh, that's why. 'Cause it's on Instagram. I know. Okay. All right. So I'll pull this up. Yeah, hold on. That is the power line stuff that
Ooh, give me
Sebastian,
three
our boy,
stickers.
was able to share. And so not just Powerline, but the A Goofy Movie Squads,
Mm,
which hopefully is coming to us sometime. I'm gonna keep fingers crossed early 2026. Don't have any exact dates, but yeah, I'm excited to see these. Um, as just an early fan, kind of cheerleader for Sebastian.
Hmm.
Once he did start to reveal these and even the Robbie sculpt that he put together, I'm just going to say I hope you have other characters waiting in the wings because I want for this to get the same love as the Over the Garden Wall because it seemed like they did the first set of squads and then they immediately, like not long thereafter, went into like wave two of those squads. So I know we're supposed to be getting Max,
Mm.
Goofy, Powerline in the squad set that Mondo has shared. And so I don't know what the next three set might be. Could it be Peach? Could we get a Roxanne squads? I think people
Roxanne,
would lose
baby.
their mind if
Yeah,
Roxanne was added to the mix and
Yeah, I
purchased.
know
But you're
people
doing a lot
want
of cool stuff. So
yeah.
yeah, this is my other selection. Is something that
What
I
what's
both
sent
of
you
my
the
buds. Sorry, go ahead.
no? What's so dope
no, I
about
just
this? Oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian.
no, you're
I
good,
have
bro.
to
You're
give you
good.
your flowers. I got to give you your
You're,
flowers on
you're
this
good. You're good.
because what I love about when I first saw the Goofy movie set from you
Hmm.
was that this took a part of my childhood and made it 360 real, right? Like seeing Powerline, seeing the character actually made into 3D. It's like it was just being slept on, at least
Yeah.
for the general audience to have these collectibles on the shelf. But now, even with Mondo, it's like, no, we're gonna scratch that itch, and this is how we're gonna release it. Like, you're gonna get these characters. Maybe there's more down the road if you guys really support it. And I'm guaranteeing this is a day one sellout because this might bring in different people that might not have bought from Mondo before with squads. But oh yeah, you got this from New York
There we
Comic
go.
Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people might not have bought a set at all from Mondo, but they see Goofy movie and they're like, you know what? This I got to put this on the shelf. This is going right next to this, and even with the release of Bolaire's sneakers, it's like if you're a sneakerhead, you're collecting Goofy movie. If you're
That's
a
what I'm
figure
doing.
fan,
Yeah, for sure.
there you go. And it's like I'm
Hmm.
gonna have these right next to the sneakers and the movie.
Well, and you look at there who I follow, who's amazing. He will
Cleo
definitely,
Thomas.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
he's definitely a Goofy fan. You know, he dresses up as Powerline and all kinds. I think he won a Mortal Kombat dressed up as Powerline, which
Mm,
is awesome. Um, but
that's
yeah, there's gonna be a couple of people that are gonna push this set onto the kind of universe. And yeah, we talked. You mentioned it, Brendan. I think the Goofy movie is like a glue movie for a lot of people, and honestly, it doesn't get that much merch. I mean, lately it has, but we don't have any like really cool
figurines
action
and stuff like
figures or figurines or anything like that. I think Iron Studios showed some statues last year or something, but I think they were smaller scale.
that. Hmm.
But yeah, they said it's gonna be fun. It shows the whole movie from the beginning to end,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and it's freaking Powerline, dude. You can't go wrong, and you get all those. You get Dad Soup, which is amazing.
So
Yeah, the
so
high
fun.
dad suit. Yeah.
So yeah, we
Tearjerker
can't. Yeah,
moment.
we can't.
Tears in the
Yeah,
movies.
nobody. No. Yeah, we can't wait for this. Excited for it, but yep, yeah, a lot of good stuff coming in 2026. Hopefully, I know some of it has already started, but
Well, I think you should be really proud of what you were able to show the world with your sculpts and to put out the literal beacon that these need to be made. You know what I mean? I think
Absolutely.
I probably speak for a lot of fans where it's like if you don't see it, make it if you can, and
yeah,
you had the ability to make it, and that's a whole different level to where it's like you made it and then it got noticed and now it's becoming a reality, a real set where oh PJ, yeah, dude, come on now.
Yeah. Dave.
You need
Welcome,
that.
yeah,
Jay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We need PJ and Bobby. And hey, there is wave two. I don't know. You're on it. You know what you're doing. You might have those in your back pocket. You don't need to confirm or deny. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble.
Yep.
I'm just saying, see, it's not just me. People are clamoring. They want to see more of these Goofy movie.
There's a
And all,
lot of characters that could be made, man. I mean, this
yeah,
movie's chock full of them. Like they didn't even the background characters are interesting. Like they didn't in that sequencing, like the first part when they're
Yeah.
driving and they show all those different cars. Every character in those cars was interesting. Like they didn't story behind this movie and how it was made and how they brought like the French studio because they didn't have money and all this crazy stuff. Like it's just great. So yeah, hopefully we get it soon and hopefully, like Brandon mentioned, it does well. And then we'll just stay open to whatever comes next. But
I think
it's a
it'll
really
do
cool thing. Yeah.
quite well because I think before we even started this podcast, me and Quip were talking about movies that were, what was it, like blurred noted or black noted or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Or cartoon characters that were black coded, if not
Black
Mhm.
coded,
explicitly
right?
black. Yeah,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, as kids in the 90s,
Mhm.
representation matters. There wasn't always a lot of good representation. And so there are just certain things that the black culture, that blurs, have
Mhm.
been, attracted to. And a Goofy movie is one of those
That
movies,
is
one of those
way up there.
IPs
That's
that
up
is
there.
way up there because of the
Yeah.
music styling, even some of the character styling, a little bit of the back and forth with your dad that might have had more traditional values versus you trying to express yourself as a teen in the 80s and 90s. So this is it's just something that kind of resonated with millennials, with
Mhm.
blurred millennials specifically.
Mhm.
Yeah. This felt like people I grew up with. You know what I mean? And even like a super pop star like Powerline. This was somebody like
Tevin
this was
Campbell.
Michael Jackson, Tevin Campbell. This was
Yep.
the Bobby Brown. You know what I mean? Like these were characters that I would see on BET that I'm like, oh man, how crazy. They're shocking the world, and they just kind of look like Powerline. Like this is Powerline. This just feels too real to me. So I can't wait for these figures to come out. I'm right there up there with you, man. Like the anticipation for these and to see how well they'll do, like it's over the roof for me.
Yeah, I'm excited for
It's
the
been a
longer.
it's been a bit it's been a bit. Yeah, I have worked out my patience muscle really well this year.
I
It's
hear you,
been
man.
Yeah, yeah, and yep, such a great soundtrack is what Chamba is sharing. Hey,
Oh
Chamba,
yeah, that soundtrack,
yeah,
super dope.
hey Chamba.
fantastic, all the
What's up,
songs.
Chamba?
But yeah, so I'm really excited once we do get more specifics. When does it drop? When do pre-orders opening? It's a day one purchase for me. So
Yeah,
I'm going to be there, and I'm just excited to see more, get a little more of the backstory, and you to be able to even share a little more of the journey for the development of these things too,
yeah.
Sebastian. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's on my wish list for 2026. But now we are into, I want to call them the wild cards, but we could just call them our fourth picks because some of these that you've thrown out there, like that Hellraiser video game, Brandon, that was, whew, I didn't see it coming.
That was
So
you know what? That could have been my wild card that I
it
just
could
led
have
with.
been,
Yeah,
but
but it wasn't.
fourth pick. So fourth and final pick from you, Brandon, for wish list. What are you looking forward to that we're getting, or what are you hoping to see in
What
2026?
I'm hoping,
Yeah.
truly hoping to see, are more Adult Swim action figures of some sort.
Ah,
You know what I mean? Like
okay.
I think with the new series coming up or new season for Primal really made me think about like all the good days of watching Adult Swim or Cartoon Network and longing for figures from those shows and good sculpts, articulation, even to squads. It's like squads don't have like all the articulation in the world, but they feel like the show come to life. And even if we get close to that, that'd be awesome just to put on my shelf.
Hmm. Yeah.
Of any of the shows, like I have like a deep wish list, and I think I have some sculpts that I already worked on the back burner for some of the shows that I liked. But just off the top of my head, man, even shoot, I mean,
Aqua
at the
Teen
top
Hunger
of it,
Force, C Lab
Aqua Teen,
2021.
Sea Lab, Boondocks for me would be
Boondocks would
awesome.
be
Yeah.
amazing.
like a full set of like Boondocks figures, which I have on the back burner just because like if nobody's gonna make it, I'll make it myself. You know, I
Mhm.
need that. I need an Uncle Ruckus, man.
I
I
was
need
thinking I need a
I need a
Tom
granddad.
figure, or even just for the setup. Even if I only break out Tom for the blurred alert of the,
Hmm.
I'm thinking
Just
they
to have them.
make the music with your mouth biz. Just he's a funny character, and the whole
Yeah,
Usher storyline
that whole
of
thing was wild. Sarah.
wouldn't let that happen to me. Uh,
Uh,
just
nope.
so many great characters again in Boondocks that we could get.
Yeah, and
And
there's a
I don't know
lot.
if this counts as a. It's not really Adult Swim. It's more Cartoon Network. But I know Mesco 5 Points has done a Samurai Jack set with
Yeah.
the
That would be dope.
great voice actor who's also known for his Green Lantern in Justice League, but
Hmm.
Phil Lamar.
Phil
Um,
Lamar.
so many great characters. I'm thinking also Hermes and Futurama. So yeah,
from
just
from
cool
Mad
stuff.
TV fame too,
Yep,
back in the
absolutely.
day. Yeah, solid. So I have like a laundry list of them. Even who do I got on
So
the
is
list
Boondocks your
for
top? Would that be your top
that? Literally,
Adult
like
Swim? Okay. Okay.
that's like at the top, and then you start working. Even what was that? Metalopolis, Monopolis, or what was it?
Ooh, yeah,
Like I think figures. Yeah, yeah,
Metalocalypse.
yeah.
Metalocalypse. There you
My
go.
lips hurt when I say it, but yeah, that show Metalopolis would be awesome for figures. Let's see. Man, yeah, just any of them. To be honest, I think they all kind of lend themselves to squads or even like a Jada toy, uh, kind of similar to the articulation for Scooby Doo type figures.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, man, why aren't these being made? Like I would collect all of them. Squidbillies, don't even know. What was it?
Squidbillies is a great design. That
You
would be
know,
fun for squads. Sebastian, did you watch a lot of Cartoon Network Adult Swim growing up? Are you familiar with a lot of these properties?
I missed the Adult Swim part, but I used to watch a
Okay.
lot of Cartoon Network back with when it had the checkered logo.
Yeah.
hmm
What was the last thing that I watched from Cartoon Network? But it was like Dexter's Lab and that kind of
hmm
stuff.
Yeah.
My
Powerpuff
brother
Girls, Dexter's
watched.
Lab,
My younger
Johnny
brother
Bravo.
watched a lot of Adult Swim stuff.
Okay.
I mentioned it to him. I mentioned Brendan that you wanted the Boondocks, and he was all about it.
hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Um,
I think a lot of people would be all for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think for Blerd culture, we know of that show. Like that's in our like back pocket of like, oh, you ever watch Boondocks? And they're like quoting lines. Like all of my cousins, even if they don't watch cartoons, know of the Boondocks because they watched clips or even with the R. Kelly trials or like some stuff will come
Mhm.
back and they'll have
Yeah.
like a Boondocks clip of that moment to quote from a show. And it's so wild that some of the stuff was predicted or like just funny to hear in the moment, like a real inward moment or something like that. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, this is
And
real in my
even
life.
one thing, so two of the characters that are great on the Boondocks as well, as far as just parodying certain things, was I forget their names, but it was the two white guys. One of them was actually voiced by Charlie
Hmm.
Murphy,
Yeah.
and how they like the different misadventures that they'd get into with oh my goodness, why am I forgetting? I think it's Riley. Yeah.
Hmm.
Riley was the one that would get in trouble. Huey was the conscious, one with the fro. Yeah. But that Riley would get into shenanigans with those two dudes, whether it was with guns or whatever, that
Anything.
those would be fun characters
Yeah.
to
You
just
go
have
far
kind of
with those guys.
represented in the squads setup. I know. I'm trying to think. So if you had to pick a character, so you said Boondocks, Brandon. If you had to pick an Adult Swim cartoon that we got a Mondo Squads for, what would yours be, Sebastian? I know Dave right here is saying, Unicorn Eternal Warriors,
Oh.
but what about Sebastian? What would you?
um,
Or it could be any Cartoon
well,
Network because I know you said your brother watched more, but would it be
yeah.
Dexter?
So I have Nicktoons stuff that I want to be made, and
Okay.
squads will be great. I've already seen Honda doing some Nicktoons stuff, so I'm hopeful there because you guys got the monsters, you got Rocco, so clearly there's something there. I'm not worried too much about properties maybe not being made.
Hmm.
Cartoon Network, I mean, Cow and the Chicken will be insane.
Oh
Oh yeah,
wow,
cat
that's a
chicken.
good call.
Great. Obviously Dexter's Lab. Um, those will be good squads. Um, my wild card, what my wild card was gonna be, which I spoke to Alex when I met him at New York Comic Con. I think is he mentioned small soldiers, how a lot of people want to make them. The
Hmm.
Hmm.
interesting part about this property is that there is a huge custom, I don't want to call it industry, but there's like a huge group of people that do custom work for all of the figures
Hmm.
in 1/6 scale, whatever. I'm assuming it's 1/6, right?
Yeah, I've seen them. They're huge figures. Like
Yeah.
they're big.
Let me see if I can find.
So
Yeah.
it's basically they have all of the not many people have done all the Gorgonites, but basically like this will be the line that I don't think you would want to mess with it, right? So it would have to with the movie.
Hmm.
That would be kind of the interesting thing. I don't think I want Robosin messing with it because we've all seen how the Transformers go. To have toys of small soldiers like do stuff, you know.
Actually
Hmm.
move.
Um,
Yeah.
You said you want it.
so that
You
would
would
be.
not like to see them like actually like.
I would, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
right.
want him. But I don't want him to have the bad thing in Robosin where they can't like stand up if they're not
Mm,
turned on, right?
right, right.
But it'd be really cool. I mean, I guess they got close with a Buzz Lightyear. Yeah.
Now, can
So
we
stuff
shout out
like
the
this.
artist who made this? Because I think I followed
Yeah.
one of the dudes that sculpted this, or
This
at the very
I'm
least 3D printed all
Yeah,
the
it's on
all the
Etsy
Yeah,
right
parts.
now. So
I've
this is Dan Bates VFX.
them Bates. Yep.
Um,
Mm,
where he's got this small soldier up here for right
I love it.
now.
That
This is
that
the Chip
popped right out of the
Hazard. And then also it's got I'm opening up the Archer kit
Archer,
too,
dude.
which is just really cool. See, it's stuff like this that I'm super excited this year to explore more 3D printing
Mm.
of just creating stuff. Yeah, just really cool stuff.
So
That's out there.
he teamed up with Small Soldiers, I think his museum or something on Instagram. And this
Mm,
is a dude with a crazy collection. Dan Bates started getting actual scans from real use props.
Oh
oh
wow.
wow.
So he started so basically like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, cleaning up those scans in ZBrush and
Hmm.
making them look like this.
That's
So these
awesome.
are like the closest
This
thing.
is
These are the
fun stuff,
closest thing to the
man.
actual puppet. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean they're up there in price, but they're worth it, you know.
Mm.
And they also make the boxes. They
Yeah,
rework the
those
graphics.
I
with the
mean, if
huge
this is
window on the
hand, this
out of.
is sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like the packaging, like even in the movie,
Mm.
felt everything felt so real. It's like you followed the journey of how these things were even developed, made, designed.
Got a couple
Like,
of them. Got Butch, Meat
yeah,
Hook.
yeah,
So,
Okay.
yeah.
all of these characters, like
Boxes were so oversized too. Like they were
yeah,
so ridiculous, but they look cool.
they look
Yeah.
good. And Stan Winston, I think, made all the
Yeah.
puppets and all the props for the movie. So like seeing that, I'm such a geek for this movie, dude. Like I'd love
Yeah.
to see these actually made in production, and like you said, like robotic. If these things
Yeah.
moved, that'd be insane.
That would be
Day
crazy.
one purchase.
Yeah.
I'd be scared,
Well, I bought yeah.
but I'd still buy
I
them.
bought the 4K Blu-ray set for this one, and it's
Nick
been really fun.
Nitro.
This dude always freaked me out,
Yeah.
but I'd still get that figure.
And I think the toy store from the movie was shot in the same lot as Back to the Future.
Oh
Oh, I
wow.
want
Cool.
In the Universal Studios backlot in the courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Now I love these. These are really cool. And that's a great wild card pick. Um yeah. No, this is fantastic. I don't have any notes. I would love to see these as well. I don't know
No,
that I'd get them if they were robotic though.
You want to get them? You would have like a child's play moment. Like this thing is coming to life.
No, that's a little too real. It's
Too real
all
for
too
me.
real for me. But
Yeah,
these
you can
look
upload Chat
straight off the
GPT
page.
to them.
No, thank you. Nope, that's the last thing we need right now. Lots of awful things happening in the world. Don't need to contribute to it.
Well,
Uh,
just buy the Gorgonite. The Gorgonites are your friends.
yes,
So,
I will collect the Gorgonites. Maybe not the actual small
It's
soldiers, but
that
I do
line
love
where
some of
he
these designs.
says, "What does he say? Alan, keeper of Encarta."
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
I love that.
This set would be expensive.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then I'm thinking. So that was your wild card
every
pick.
everything else is just a toy.
Everything.
Yeah. I know my wild card pick. So one thing, circling back to the Adult Swim, if I had to pick one show from Adult Swim, it would definitely be the Brack Show, or no, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I love those characters.
Oh,
I think those would be a
right.
fun Mondo squads.
I like
But jumping over to the my wild card pick, didn't happen in 2025. I was hoping it did because of the 35th anniversary of this property. But as we just talked about, so many crazy things going on in this world. And I just long for the days where you could put together a team with one representative from every continent to just preserve the planet. I'm
Oh
talking
no, you're
Captain
not.
Planet. That's going to
No, you
be,
did it.
I want Planeteers. I would
Yeah.
love for Mondo to do a 1/6 scale. I would love for Jada to do a 1/10 or 1/12 scale. Doesn't really matter who, as long as we're getting that cartoon accuracy.
Hmm.
I really, really, really want to see Captain Planet action figures. Now I know somebody did a third party. It was like Earth
Yeah,
Protector or something. It was one of those
Yeah,
one of those
right.
names where it was kind of like a Captain Planet. I want to say it was Dyson, but I forget.
I remember when those came out, and I was like, damn, they beat me to the punch because I
Yeah,
wanted to sculpt that for. Man, we were talking about that even at Super 7. Me and my
yeah,
buddy Johnny, we were like, this would be a solid Ultimates line if you were able to just stretch that whole wave out, right? You have to have the Planeteers. You definitely have Captain Planet. You could do the variant of him too, the evil version. Forgot his name. What was the name of him?
I forget the name of the evil Planeteer too. I
I
can't
forgot.
remember it, but
But then all the
there's
villains
just
too, like
yeah.
all the
Jason
designs
did it. Okay.
work. They work solid. Dassin did it. Okay.
Dassin. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was mispronouncing it. All right. So let me see if I can pull that up. Just to share with some folks. Dassin, Captain Planet.
But I would love to have this 1/12 scale, probably
yeah.
just to be next to the rest of my like childhood family. Like all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
nostalgic figures just on a shelf. Like you could just count out the Saturday morning cartoons with in scale.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. There's just something about it. I don't know what it. I really do legitimately feel like it's just the current times. It's so much divisiveness and things like that it's like, man, can't we all just not Rodney King? Can't we all just get along? But really thinking about a time where cartoons were putting out the message of, hey, work together, band together, people from all sorts of different backgrounds. It was culturally respectful to the different representations as well. But just to get a good line of Planeteers, and there is even some, like, I think there's some component of it too, because Toxic Crusaders that were supposed to be stopping pollution and everything too. It would be interesting to see some sort of reboot. Like, how would they handle AI farms and different modern concerns? How might the Planeteers work or function or look like in 2026? But if we're just talking toys, which I'm primarily talking toys, not even necessarily a reboot of the cartoon, what or who would get us those cartoon accurate likenesses that I love so much? And if we don't get them, I feel like I might actually end up going down the same route as I did last year with the Toxic Crusaders
The
of,
old
okay, I've
figures.
been patient enough. Super 7, it doesn't seem like they're going to expand the line, so let me just go back and get the retros. I think this year, one of the things I might collect, I think I'm going to give it this year, but if we don't hear or see something, or hey, if we don't put something out, right? Because I was just talking about wanting to create something, getting motivated by those small soldiers. If we or if I can't, find them, I'll do it myself type deal, right?
Right.
But working with friends. Um, then I might just go ahead and collect the old retro ones from the 90 from
Mhm.
Tiger. And I think, was it Tycho who took it over as well? I forget who took it
Yeah,
over.
those card backs are so good from the vintage.
They're
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good.
They look
Oh my
great.
goodness! And didn't they come with the rings too?
They did. They
Yeah, I
did.
think
Nice.
that's another note that whoever's listening, if you're in toys, damn it, please include the ring. You gotta do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have
Yeah.
to put that up there.
This is the
Yeah, put
Dason
that
Earth
up.
Superman and the Planeteers, even though right now we only have Earth Superman. So could
Sure.
they expand the line?
I
Sure.
do have notes. I do have notes.
I
Couple of
have a
notes on
lot
the
of notes.
likenesses.
But I'm just glad this exists out there in the universe for people to
Yeah.
be like, hey, people still give a damn about this property.
Mhm.
Let's do some figures. I mean, just do them right and accurate to how they should be.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this seems fun. I do suggest including a Don Cheadle head sculpt. You have to, man. Come on.
What was
That's a
that?
that's a Comic Con exclusive all
What was
day.
that website? It was something or die. Laugh or Die? Was it Laugh or
I think
Die?
it was Laugh or Die, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That one's so
It's great,
funny.
but just loving and I just want to actually pull up. So yeah, you had that one, and then I've got where is it? Is this just the JPEG? Yeah, of just the characters that just
Yeah.
fun, just
Oh
great
god.
So good.
characters. Again, LeVar Burton. I'm
With
a
our
huge fan.
powers combined. Come on.
Yeah.
That whole theme song, like they don't make cartoons like that at all anymore, where it's like a call to action
Yeah.
type of like theme
Mhm.
song, and the animation in the first like 10 seconds. If you're not hooked by that, then sure, this show ain't for you. Maybe you want to spit on the planet and throw styrofoam out the window. But this show it slaps. It still slaps today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
this.
my son hasn't seen all these shows yet, but he has seen all the intros. Once in a
Yeah.
while, we'll go through and I'll play all the intros on YouTube. So he knows all of them. So he knows
Mm,
Silverhawks, which is a banger of an intro.
it is.
Does he know
The
Tiger
planet.
Sharks too?
No, dude, I
Tiger
don't have
sharks is
nostalgia
very
for
hard to
that one.
find. Tiger
It's
But
another
sharks
yeah,
is
solid theme.
so hard to find, like YouTube, like and especially like high definition.
Mhm.
Anything high definition, you're not gonna find that for tiger sharks. But yeah, like you said, if you're showing them Thundercats, Silverhawks, Captain America, or Captain Planet, my bad. Like any of those intros, they're so solid. They get you
and
into
the
the show right
Spidey
away.
song too. The do 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 do.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
which that was Joe Carey from Aerosmith. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So good.
My daughter
Yeah.
has been introduced to a lot of the theme songs. Kind of like what you're doing with your kid. Like I would play them just to get it. Like she would love the Thundercats opening theme song especially with Chitara like running. Then she'd want to like run really fast like around the house. And then it's like, okay, cool, she's into these. And then I would start to watch them with her and she'd kind of like zone a little bit and like, this isn't really like her speed. Some
That's
things
how
she
we
can watch, but it's like I want to introduce her to things, but I'm not going to say, okay, you sit here and you learn all these characters' names and you like this, right? I never want it to
Yeah.
be that, but there are certain things like so Ninja Turtles. She likes the first miniseries, like 5-episode miniseries, so she's got some good taste. And then she's like, the quality of the cartoon starts to get a little, and it's like, yeah,
Mm,
I can't sit through the episodes like I used to as a kid either. But
yeah.
her catching a couple of things, like she's big on Captain Planet. She was learning in earth science about recycling and reusing and things. It's funny because she'll actually go behind me. It's like the opposite of when I was growing up, and our dad or mom would say, "Hey, cut the light off." You know how many? It's like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Julius in Everybody Hates Chris of that's like 25 cents worth of lights. So okay, cool. I'll cut it
Yeah.
off real quick. But my daughter will actually come behind me. Dad, you left your light on in your office. You need to make sure you're turning off the light when you exit the room. I'm like, okay, all right, yes, ma'am. So but the Captain Planet and what was one of the other things that we've watched? I can't think. I know recently the thing I've introduced her to, which she really loved, and she's been big into space more recently. Like she got a telescope for Christmas,
Oh,
And
cool.
so we're actually going to go out and kind of like try and find the moon in this field, which is um, that we can go out to and have some like nighttime astronomy classes, like amateur astronomy classes. But I also got Men in Black
Oh,
for
nice.
Christmas, and that was an ask from me. I got all four of the Men in Black movies. I wanted it, but I asked for it specifically so that I can introduce my daughter to it, and she has loved it. And we are actually redoing her room. It's not a 100% Men in Black theme, but there's kind of a display of her Nerf guns along with like her astronaut helmet and some space stuff that we're putting out. So it's space, but it's also there's a little bit of Men in Black in there. It's
You
just
know
fun.
I
what? You just brought up
what?
oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian. Sorry.
Oh, you're
Real
good,
quick
dude. Go
before I
ahead.
lose it,
You're good.
the Men in Black animated series, so
Ooh, yeah.
underrated,
Yep.
especially for like figures.
Yeah.
You have so many different aliens to choose from. Like it was episode to episode. I think each episode was like something something syndrome or something syndrome, something like that.
Mhm.
But that was a solid show, and we haven't gotten like proper figures of that. I I'm saying it right now. I think I'm gonna sculpt those, man. I need to get that out
Yeah.
of my
Do
system.
it. Do it.
I
That'd be
think I gotta
great.
get that out of my system.
I love because that wasn't Klasky Supo, was it? That did the Men in Black cartoon. It felt there were some of those
Yeah,
vibes there. Like you see a
some of
little
that.
bit of the stylings, but I don't think it was that.
Yeah, it was like during the era of like the what was it, like the new Ghostbusters show came out.
Yeah.
They had a Godzilla show on Fox, and then for whatever reason, I think either Men in Black, the animated series, was on UPN or something.
Was it on UPN or was it on the WB? It might have been on UPN because
Or
you're right. I
WB.
think
No, WB. I
it
think it
was
was on
WB.
WB.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I remember it was just like it was hard to watch. Like I couldn't just like find one of the three like central cable channels to
Mhm.
watch it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't on NBC.
Yeah, I never saw this show, but it were toys, dude.
Watch it. It is solid. It holds up.
Yeah.
I think it's on the
was-
Roku channel if you're streaming it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Have you ever real Ghostbusters comic books?
Have I read any of them?
I
Yeah,
have not.
because they have a
We're
really
Ghostbusters.
cool art style. That kind of reminds me of this. Because they did kind of their own thing with the comic book compared to the show itself. Their price they came out a while ago, and I don't think they make them anymore.
I'll have to check them out, dude. I'm down for a suggestion.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good picture of the Men in Black. I mean, I've got a couple of pictures here, but yeah, I don't want to have to like scrub through the episode. But so many cool. There we go. Let me just open this one up.
I think
Oh,
what
this
I
is a
was
yeah.
I think what I was gonna say is when I was driving back from daycare with my son, Miles started asking me where street sharks lived, and I told him like I think they lived, in the sewer, like under the street. He's like, but Dad, that's where the turtles live. Maybe there's enough space for both of them. He's like, no, that's where the turtles live. They can't live there. They gotta
Yeah.
find else. And I was like, okay,
That's right,
all
man.
right.
Yeah.
There's only enough room. Old storyboards here.
Yeah, this could be good material for you to just take a peek at. While
Yeah, you gotta find those characters.
Yeah, give me the character sheets, man. I mean, this whole intro, even the intro to the show, has a dope little song to it. No lyrics, no nothing, but it gives you the vibe of the Men in Black, and just I think the character designs lend themselves to something unique. I'd like to explore this.
Absolutely, they really do.
The silhouettes are so different.
Yeah, like Eon Flux vibes a little bit. It gives me all that stuff. I think it was there in the article. Can you send me this article so I could read it later?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and even here they're talking about how at the end of '96, I landed my first job on the animation crew, storyboarding Extreme Ghostbusters. So yeah, no, you nailed it as far as I'll send you this link. I'll drop it in the private chat real quick.
Yeah, I like this.
Just really cool stuff.
Video Power Gaming asked a question about Rick and
He
Morty.
did. He did. Have y'all seen the Rick and Morty episode of Captain Planet? I have not
I
Yeah, I
have.
saw
seen.
that one. Yeah, I saw that one. That was funny.
Oh.
Highly inappropriate.
I haven't seen it, so okay, all right. And let me see. So back in the comments, and then a couple things that a few people shared. So I think that brings our list to a close of all the things that we're looking forward to. So many cool things, but some other things people shared. Looney Tunes is on Josh Brown Toys wish list
Nice.
every
Tiny
year.
Toon.
Tiny Tunes as well.
Pretty
That if you had to pick one, Sebastian, Looney Tunes or Tiny Tunes?
This kind of goes against everything that I stand for because I've been so into Space Jam. But when it comes to cartoons themselves, it's Tiny Toons.
Tiny
Okay.
Toons.
Okay.
Because
then
that was
Brandon?
like, I
Sorry.
remember that when I was a kid. I just remember watching that. But I'll take both any day.
Absolutely. And Brandon, what would you team Tiny or team Toony? We're all a little loony.
Damn it. Damn it. You know what? Tiny Toons hits hard for me because I do remember
Yeah.
growing up on that, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you go before the legacy characters, but Tiny Toons was so solid. I still remember. I think McDonald's had toys like
The
Happy
flip
Meal
cars.
toys.
That's
The
one of my
flip
top
cars.
fast food premiums is those Tiny Toons flip cars.
God dog it, dude. But I'm gonna say Looney Tunes because of all the core. You got to do those characters first before you get to Tiny Toons. But you should promise Tiny Toons if you're gonna do them. At least sneak a little
Okay.
Easter egg in
Fair
there,
enough.
because I need them. I need all of them, to be honest.
Yes. And it doesn't say so I won't say that just because one is getting made, the other can eventually get made. But me personally, just because of my nostalgia and when I grew up, because Looney Tunes, even though they were really popular in the 90s, right? Those go way, way back. We're talking like 30s, 40s, right? So I personally would have to go Tiny Toons just because of what you were saying with the flip cars, with the Sega Genesis video game, with watching the cartoon of what came out for me. It's the same conversation, right? It's not to take away from Looney Tunes, but it's the same conversation that would take place. Like if you were to ask my daughter, hey, if of all the Ninja Turtle iterations, like which one would you want? She'd say Mutant Mayhem. Why? Because that's her generation's, Ninja Turtles. So,
Well, let's put it this way too, because Looney Tunes, you don't get Space Jam without the Looney Tunes. It's not like the Tiny Toons
You're right.
are the core characters for that. But I also remember a real core memory with one of my older cousins, who was kind of street, and I didn't really see him liking cartoons or nothing like that. But he was rocking, and I'm sure you guys remember it. Maybe you can pull up this picture. It was
Was it Taz and
Tasmanian
Tweety?
Devil. Here's the thing. It
Okay.
was
of
Looney
course.
Tunes characters, but they were in streetwear.
Yeah, and like the
Yeah.
baseball tee with Taz and
Yeah, like backwards
hold
hats
on.
and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And it's
look
like,
up the streetwears Looney Tunes.
and I remember like, dang, I didn't know Looney Tunes went hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was just like a fashion statement in the '90s, where it's like you have Taz and they're like arms crossed or whatever,
Yeah.
back to back, and it turned. And I grew up with the Looney Tunes. Don't get me wrong. Like they all were there during my development, but they just went hard in the '90s, big
Yeah.
time.
They did. They were like, this
Dude,
is
I
one of the ones
remember.
right there. Like,
I remember. I just realized I didn't know it
That's
was
the one.
called this, but I remember that little purple Tasmanian. Like that's it. I learned how to draw with that guy when I was little. Like I would draw him all the time.
Yeah. Though that is a core memory. And
That's fair.
I think too, if you don't get Space Jam hitting the way that it hit, I don't know which one came first. Did Space Jam come out and then we got Tiny Toons, or did we get Tiny Toons
I think we
before?
got Tiny Toons after Space Jam. That's just
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
But look at these. Look at
Yeah,
that.
the
Come
bet.
on,
This looks
man.
like actually a newer one, but yeah, I mean
But
it's
that's the
there.
vibe. That's the vibe. It was like crisscross. Yeah,
Yeah,
with the backwards jeans and everything. I'm like, man, Jesus, what happened?
yeah.
Did it
You had
come?
full grown men wearing like Tweety on there. Actually, Tweety was more for the girls, but still, I
Yep.
mean, you had adults wearing
You
cartoons
guys,
on their shirts
you
that used
guys
to be
are
cool.
around my age. So did you have like the lower underwear situation during high school? Because I know I did.
The
What was
what?
it?
Oh, like sagging?
Lower, like, yeah, saggy pants. Did
Oh my
you
God.
guys have that
Yeah,
in high
Yeah,
school or
those
no?
are
I never wore my pants that low, but one of my old friends, Byron, wore his jeans so low, like they were on the waist was on his knees, which never made any sense to me. I'm like, how
And
the hell are you able to walk? You
so
know,
and
like
he
in
there's
wore
no
and
one.
he wore a belt, right? They
And he
wear
wore a
belts
belt.
to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
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 you wear a belt to keep
Stupid.
them around your thighs.
yeah, yeah.
He would
Um,
waddle like a damn penguin. It's so stupid.
Now, I will say I did sag. I was bagging, sagging Barry from all that, but I wore basketball shorts under my jeans as well. So
Nah, oh,
it wasn't my underwear showing, you know. I had couth
it
when I was
wasn't. It wasn't all cheeks. It wasn't all cheek.
Not all cheeks. Not all.
but
Just
then
some. Just some.
actually it was so middle school. Yeah, I wasn't in high school when like people were really still bagging or sagging like that. But middle school, it was those jeans, and then the Jean Code jeans came out, where it's like
Mm,
now
Yeah,
they're
those
like
are
raver
crazy.
pants, but they just had the gigantic like legs, so that it was like you had baggy pants, but they still fit around your waist. I really liked those.
Mm,
mhm.
okay.
Plus, I was a skater, so it was like
Yeah, that works.
cold how you can segue, you could code switch from the skater to
Skater to hood. Yeah.
exactly, and then oh, there was a little while there, early 2000s, where the rolling up the one pant leg, like LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
one
gotta wear
pant leg.
some
Do you
boots
ever
with
roll one
those.
pant leg up, Sebastian?
You gotta wear some boots with that.
You do.
No, no, I did do the weird thing. I think it's like a punk rock thing where you wear what
Like the
is it, like a
studded bracelets?
wristband, like a
Okay.
Sweatbands.
that, and also a band on my forearm. I did that for a while.
Mhm.
And I remember, do you mention being a skater? I was never a skater, but when I moved to the U.S., it was where like my friends were rocking Vans, but I couldn't afford Vans at the time, so my parents, I guess, decided to buy me Airwalks,
Airwalks are
and I
solid?
got these.
Mhm.
I got this for wearing Airwalks instead of Vans,
Go
and
for it.
I liked them. I didn't know any better, but
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't work out well for me. No, but
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
fine. I'm
really
over
like.
at this.
Yeah, I wouldn't have clowned you for wearing Airwalks just as a
No.
skater because I mean you're gonna thrash them anyway, unless you got some really nice pair that's got Ollie Guard, and even then, those are gonna get trashed whether they're Etnies or Osiris. So it was just like the way I used to do it because I used to have just like Kmart, like not even Airwalks.
Yeah.
Like Airwalks would have been a step up from the shoes that I
Okay.
used to
Okay.
wear. Um, but even then, it was just like, yeah, people would talk mess, and then once you actually start skating, it's like, okay, that'll shut
Right.
them up. So
Yeah.
it was one of those, yeah, okay, you got nice shoes. Can you do this double heel? Can you do this, tray flip? Can you board slide even? Just sort of just different things where it's like, yeah, some people would hate, but for the most part, if you were out there trying, doing your best, hey, come one, come all. We're just chilling and skating. But that's always been my vibe. I've never been one to exclude people. It's just been more like, man, leave folks alone. You don't know what's going on. Just
So
let them skate.
my
This
my brain is going on tangents like crazy right now. But there is this movie by A24 that's called Mid. Seen it?
Called
what it
what?
was called?
Mid '90s.
Mid?
Oh, mid
No.
'90s. Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
okay, okay, mid 90s.
Mhm.
It's a good movie.
And who directed that? I think it was
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that actually does kinda it taps into some of that early '90s vibe.
Yeah, I think it did really well. I was full on skate culture, but I remember some of that, and yeah, it was a good movie.
This is wild, and since we're all boys, I'll admit this here. I could not afford and my parents weren't gonna buy me Jordans or Air
Yeah,
Force Ones or nothing like
Yeah.
that. So I found like a loophole pocket for how I would be cool in high school, and I
Okay.
painted on my jeans or t-shirts, uh, just like knockoff Chucks that I would get from Walmart, and just like spruced them up so I could stand out. Because that's
That's
stand out.
awesome.
Goes the
Stand out
crowd.
above the crowd,
There
baby.
you
There
go,
you
baby.
go. Yeah, man.
Circling back. But let
That's
me
funny.
share with you one of the t-shirts I painted, or actually two of them that I painted in high school.
Ooh, I do want to see it. Can you like you
Because
can pull it up and present and everything, right?
can I? Okay, yeah.
I
Let me
think you
see.
should be able to just click present, and then after you click present, another box will show up at the bottom of the screen, and you
Okay,
select it and everything. You should be able to. Yeah.
because what would happen? Like I grew up. Me and my sister went to Catholic school,
Okay.
so we wore uniforms like from kindergarten to eighth grade, and then once we got out of eighth grade, it was high school, baby, public high school. So it's like I
Yep.
didn't know how to dress, to be honest. It was just
Yeah.
like mom's taking me to go shopping. She was like, "This used to be so simple. Now you
Yep.
want to, wear South Pole or, you know what I mean? Like
South
wear all this,
Pole.
wear all this hip shit."
Oh, what was Echo? Did you have
Echo.
Sean
Echo,
John?
sh- uh,
Fubu.
think you know what? If our JC Penney had it, I probably wanted to wear it,
Okay. Okay.
but we didn't have too many options in my small town. I'll be honest.
Right.
But I would see my cousins and they're wearing all those like Jubo jeans and stuff like that, bagging. Lot 21, I think, had like airbrushed Looney Tunes characters.
Okay.
And I was like kind of inspired to like, oh, I could just throw an image on a shirt or even Tupac Machiavelli like clothing line had just his face on a shirt. And I'm like, if I just paint like a rapper's face on my
Absolutely.
shirt, maybe I'm cool in my high school. So let me show you what the hell I
Okay.
would do.
I really want to see it.
It's crazy.
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
that was one of the things. Like I know like there used to be places at like amusement parks. So like if you were to hit up like Busch Gardens or Disney or Universal, like there was always a booth that you can get like your name airbrushed with a
Yeah.
specific character or yeah.
So here's one of them I'm sharing
Ooh,
right
okay.
now.
All right. I'll add it to the stage. Oh, wow. That's good,
Damn,
man.
dude.
Yeah, so I would get a little crazy in my mom's basement,
You're crazy.
painting on t-shirts just to stand out. Because if it wasn't like something anybody else was wearing, that made you stand out. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
would be something. What's that?
That looks amazing, dude.
That's
Well,
solid.
thank you so. I tried. I tried
I
so
mean,
hard.
how old were you when you did this one? You said high school.
High
So
school age, yeah. I'd
okay.
What, like
say
16?
16, 15, 15, 16, 17 is really when I was
Yeah,
just
that's
trying to stand out, trying
I mean,
not
this
to
is a
be
testament
totally.
to it's not on you, it's in you. Like as far as
Yeah,
going as far back as 16, you were doing likenesses like this, only to
right,
then
right,
become an adult and
right,
do like the sculpt for Biggie for Super 7, right? I
right.
mean,
I got one of Biggie. Let me share one of Biggie because that
yeah, pull
one,
it up, man.
yeah. Let me see.
Is that like is that just the regular acrylic or is it like t-shirt paint?
Regular acrylic, and then I would even mix it with like the puffy paint. Like this one
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
little bit of that puffy paint on the Jesus pieces,
It's awesome.
and then like kind of outlined it with the puffy paint, put my little signature on it and all that crap. But here's the thing. So I would get noticed by not just people in high school,
Yeah.
but then like the local drug dealers around my town were like, "Hey, young," I'm gonna say young blood, but they probably call me something else.
YN. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Lil.
Like,
Yeah.
where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And I was like, "Oh, I painted it myself." And they're like, "Oh, well, I need an outfit. I need an outfit for the weekend. Can you do this on a hat, on this, fitted hat, fitted cap, on this jersey, on my jeans, on my Air Force Ones?" And I bought my first car with like money that I made off
That's
of like side hustle,
amazing.
this
Whoa.
stuff.
That's
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
it was crazy, man.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
You're
origin
the
story
you're the designer for the
for
You were
the
Dapper
streets.
Dan
for the
in your
community.
little
Yeah.
Dapper Dan. Yeah, I sure was.
Yeah, man. No, that's really cool. That's so again, as you said, as far as doing art for different people that otherwise,
Yeah, they would punk
may
me. They
beat you up. You're
Yeah,
like,
they
oh
didn't
no,
care.
here I can do art. This is a talent. Not only
Mhm.
is it self-preservation, but you're able to make some ends so that you can raise money for a car. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy times. But that unlocked a lot, like what we were talking about. Just as like, man, yeah, my mom and dad weren't gonna buy me Jordans or none of that to be cool. And even though I might have like a cool shirt on, if you start like going lower and looked at the shoes, they'd probably be like the G Unit shoes from like Payless or something. I don't even know. But I try to make it work, you know? That's all I could do.
Yeah, it is one of those things where it's cool now to see where the youth is as far as it's almost like 21 Jump Street. Like whenever I look at my nieces, one's in high school, one's in middle school, and even my daughter in elementary school. So seeing where all the kids and trends are, and it's like they're not, at least where we're at, they're not so bent out of shape of, oh, I need this specific brand
Mm,
this or that specific brand. It's more just about cuts. How does it fit? Like even if it's name brandless, if it's $5, hey, they're like us where I got this for $5. It's even more of a steal. Like that sort of,
right.
it's not necessarily just about being a walking billboard for some other random brand. And
Mhm.
so it's things like that that make me think, you know what? The kids are all right. They're going to
Yeah.
be okay. It's cool. It is a lot different because, like you said, we get roasted depending on what you did wear or didn't wear.
Which
And
is so bizarre. It's like
yeah,
it shouldn't matter. Like, of course, every mom probably said that you go to school to learn it. It's not a fashion show. That's
yeah.
Fresh Prince. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, I understand that, but mom, I'm getting beat up if I don't have like this shirt on or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
they're clowning me. You know, before kids were saying, "What are those?" It's like, they'd be
What
like,
are
"What?"
those?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, "What shoes are those?" Like, let me see. Let me check your
Bobos.
collar. Let me make sure like
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
right brand. It's like,
Oh, this is sewn in or it's ironed on. It's not a real polo.
yeah.
This, yeah,
So I
yeah.
avoided that by just, hey, I'm unique. I'm just gonna splash paint on my stuff. If I could go get away with just wearing overalls and paint all over it, like a real nerd, like I was, I would have just done that. But
Yeah.
Those
But you
90s
can't wear,
movies.
no, it's, yeah, self-preservation. You couldn't wear overalls because those straps are
no,
like
no.
perfect for hanging you up on something, right?
Rimming you up.
What
Yep.
is that movie? That movie, she's all that, where
She's all that.
she was an ugly nerd, and all they
She was
did
wearing
was
a
take their
ponytail and
glasses off,
glasses.
and she's
Yeah.
beautiful now. I'm
That's
rocking
hilarious.
Blockbuster shirt.
Hey,
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Oh, is that
R.I.P.
Blockbuster? Nice. I'm gonna make you big. Hold on. There you go.
Have you guys
See?
seen
Yeah.
Bet.
Being with Mos Def and Jack Black?
What
What's
was
it
it?
called?
What was it?
Being?
Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen
No,
that a
I
long
haven't
time
seen that
ago.
either. So you guys
Mhm.
are giving me all sorts of different
Yep.
movies to
What
watch. So
was it,
one, I'm definitely
Brandon?
gonna watch mid '90s because that does look
Brendan,
fun.
what was the term that they used for pirating movies? Do you remember
Bootlegging.
in the
Oh,
movie?
Oh,
dude, I
sorry.
haven't seen that movie since probably 2004.
Anyways,
It's been a long time,
yeah.
but I remember seeing it. I I would lock myself in rooms and just watch like marathons of movies. So I should know these references a little bit more quotes, but that one's worth rewatching. I do remember enjoying that one.
He
Trying to
gets
rewind.
like he gets electrified and he deletes no, he gets like magnetism from being electrified and he deletes all of the movies
All the videos, so they have to recreate
from
it.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
store.
Yep.
Uh
Okay, now that you're
oh,
describing it,
I
I
remember.
do
Okay,
feel like I've seen it. Okay,
What
okay.
was it? What was
Brandon,
the quote?
it's S- Sweden, like Sweden, like the country.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's that's how they would differentiate their version.
Mhm. I gotta rewatch that one. I need to rewind that one.
Be
Yeah,
kind,
There you
that was a
go.
good movie.
Video Power Gaming is saying,
Mm,
"Hey, that was a good movie." Which, of course, he would like it. It's a video, so he says, "Yeah,
yep.
no, that's cool. I'll
Oh
definitely need to
boy.
rewatch that one." But okay, yeah, we're at like 2.5 hours, gentlemen. It's
Hey,
always fun. We lose track of time when we're just chatting,
yeah, we
chopping it
do.
up. We got into some real good conversation right there towards the end. But I do think it's about time to call it. Brandon, what do you got going on? Where can the folks see you, or anything you
Um,
want to plug between
Give
now
me a
and?
follow at Brandon.gash. Probably got some new stuff coming out soon from Mondo. Not sure what it could be, but probably some cool stuff that you guys would be into. So give me
Okay,
a follow. Stay tuned.
nice. And Sebastian, what about you, brother?
Yeah, if you're so inclined, Sebastian Gomez Toys on Instagram. I got a couple of small gigs in the beginning of the year that I'm working on that should be fun. Me from doing personal work for a bit, but yeah, just trying to get healthy, trying to start the year right, and then I was gonna say keep on cooking, but then I remember that line that from the article that Brandon was in, cooking with gash.
Oh, kick it with Gash, man.
Oh, nice.
Such a good line. Such a good line.
That is a good
That's
line.
We need
hilarious.
to let's make a shirt with that on it, please, if we
I
can.
think
Absolutely.
my
Little
mom
merch.
would
But
love that, but she'd give it to my dad and tell him to go actually cook her
Oh,
something. So
there you go.
go cook with gash. But yeah,
Now
dude.
you definitely gotta make it, man.
Just just hit up Instagram, just trying to do cool things and be surrounded by cool people like yourselves. And yeah,
All right, awesome. Thanks, Sebastian. And likewise, as we're talking about IG, so I'm on Instagram at Scotty Quippen. Gonna be on a little later tonight on Geek Dad Life on YouTube, doing our Geek Dad Live. Always fun to be there. Happy to start the new year. But really enjoying my time with you two on Blerd Alert as a new venture. Looking forward to we've got so many different ideas. It's just dialing them in and making sure we can kind of like schedule them. How are we going to roll them out? Thank you all for tuning in. If you're not already subscribed or following the Blerd Alert IG, so it's well Instagram.com/Blerd Alert, just BLERDALERT. And we're also here on YouTube, which if you're here now, give us a like, subscribe, give us some feedback, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're looking forward to most. Like, what's your biggest pick, your 2026 wish list that you're really hoping to see, whether it's TV, movies, games, video games, whatever, just general nerddom and blurddom, right?
yep.
This has been fun. We're going to sign off. See y'all next week. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. And also
Peace.
stretch hip
much
mobility.
love.
Yeah. Please
Yeah,
stretch.
absolutely. Make sure
Get
you're
those hips
stretching.
hipping.